What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. Happy Sunday. Hey, any Raptors fans, welcome too. As we're going to be doing a live play-by-play scoreboard chat, blah, 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 for the Spurs versus the tanking Raptors. I was hoping to see Jakob Bertel versus his own team tonight. He ain't playing, and there's a whole lot of other Raptors that aren't playing. I wonder what's going on there. Anyway, it is what it is. The Spurs win. That means they'll have a winning streak 3 games in a row. And by the way, Spurs fans, I caught a little college hoop this weekend. Finally, watched a little March Madness, and I see the hype with Cooper Flag. Yeah, he's pretty good. Spurs come into the game 30 and 39. The Raptors 24 and 46. This could be a trap game, though, so watch out, Spurs. But they might get their 31st win of the season. What's going on, Bart? I have no idea because I'm in Connecticut. Rico, what's up? Steven Z, thank you for stopping in. We Max it, bless up. Rhonda, Medicare. Yeah, a Sunday 6 p.m. Eastern game. This is a little weird. Probably 5 o'clock for a lot of you. And I did see Jeremy Sohan, center Sohan, is back to the bench as the Spurs are starting Bismack Biyombo tonight. Uh, okay, whatever. Will 3 games be our biggest winning streak of the season? No, we've had 3 before. I don't know if we had a 4-game winning streak, but I am going to go look at that right now. I'll pull up the schedule on ESPN. We definitely had 3, I think. We had a 4-game winning streak. Middle of November, we won 4 games in a row, and it's actually the only winning streak we've had this year. It's all 1s and 2s. Oh my gosh. I consider a winning streak 3 games or more, right? We've only had 1 winning streak all year, and it was a 4-game win streak. Yeah, that was against the Thunder, the Jazz, the Warriors, and then the Jazz again. So we beat the Jazz twice. But the Warriors and the Thunder are playoff teams, so that's we had Wemby too, of course, back then. Starting lineup was considerably different at that moment in time as well. In fact, all the Trey Jones are part of the team. But yeah, 4-game winning streak and no more than 2 since then. So if the Spurs win tonight, and I have a good feeling, I have a feeling they probably will, and the schedule's about to get a lot tougher after this. So you know what, Spurs, if they win tonight, better enjoy that win, and we as a fan base better enjoy it too. If you're on the winning side, if you're in your team tank side, you might not like tonight's game. But looking forward, we got the Pistons, the Cavs, the Celtics, the Warriors, the Magic, the Nuggets, the Cavs again. And then finally, we get a little relief where we play Portland on April 6th. That's a 7-game streak where we could go anywhere from 2 and 5 to 0 and 7. I'm not trying to be negative, but I don't see us defeating the defending champions. I can't see us beating Cleveland. Maybe 3 and 4 at best. I'd be shocked if we came out of that 7-game stretch with a winning record of 4 and 3 or better. So yeah, that's going to be tough. And then the season wraps up, and the season's almost over, guys. 3, 6, 9, 12, including tonight, we have 13 games left. And I think, barring something weird happen, I don't want to jinx myself, I'm going to call every Spurs game for the first time ever this season. We've not missed a game every summer league, every preseason, and we've been at every regular season game. I wanted to do that before the season started, and looks like I'm going to make it. So, yay. I'm doing good. Hello there. Went and hung out with a friend for a few hours this morning, and he unloaded a bunch of Magic cards on me. I gave him a little money for it, but I'll be updating Magic decks a lot this week. I went to a comic book store that was local near where we live that I haven't been to a long time and picked up, like 15 books ish. I don't know if I'll make a video on that or not for the other channel because it's really not a lot to go over. But you know what? It's also content for the other channel, so maybe I'll shoot one tomorrow after work. An 11 p.m. game for wait, it's 11 over there? I thought you guys were 6 hours ahead, Paulo. Is it 5 hours? Has something changed with maybe us? You guys don't do daylight savings time or any of that nonsense, do you? That's probably over here only. So you were 6 hours ahead, but now you're 5 hours ahead with us moving the clock. That makes sense. Darling, what's going on? Good morning to you. Glad we're not fully. I don't think we're fully tanking. They seem to. I mean, Stefan Castle sure as heck ain't tanking. God looks like he's putting the effort out there. We have a few players on the team. I can't look at anybody on the roster and I'm like, they're tanking. On the roster, you might want to look over at Mitch Johnson and be like, yo, what are you doing? Maybe look at him and the organization, but the players themselves, I think they're going for it. Hello there, we should win this game. The Raptors are resting a lot of people. I think they're they've given up on the season for obvious reasons. Andrew Paisan, good evening to you. My takes on the college hoops. Liam did not impress. Constantinople was okay. Maluch is NBA ready defensive player. Is out. Yeah, I didn't get a lot of Malu watch, but uh, I did see him a little bit today. Honestly, Medicare, I watched the first half, and then I had some stuff to do. It was Duke and Baylor, I think, and Duke started pulling away at the half. It was like 45-30 or something like that. But the little bit I saw of Cooper Flag, yeah, yeah, that's yeah. I would like the first overall pick, but then who win? McD, what's going on that you're stopping in? Okay, switches from 5 to 6 back to 5. Okay, so it's with the time change. We do need size on this team. Sometimes we just ain't that great. Stevens, we're always great. We even lose good. Wait, no, we don't. I don't know. We need rebounding. I mean, this team when Wemby's on the floor is about a top 10 defense. I know it kind of goes above that, below that, depending on the time of the year, but about a top 10 defense with Wemby on the floor. When he comes off the floor, total change. And now we're seeing that total change with him out for the season. Our defense has gone from top 10-ish. Actually, when he was on the floor, well, he was top 10 when he was playing ish. I'm doing the ish because I don't know the exact number, but I think when he was actually on the floor, we were like a top 5 defense for a lot of the year. Now we're, I believe, last in the NBA or second to last. It's gone bad. We did defend the Knicks very well, and the Raptors don't have a lot of offensive firepower, which means somebody on this list of players that I've never heard of is probably going to go for 30 tonight because that's what happens with the Spurs, right? Some dude we've never heard of. Who's this guy? TSR, I just looked him up. His career high was 11. Well, now his career high is 33. Go Spurs, go to you, Edgar. Thank you for stopping in. Rico, what's going on? Happy Sunday. You guys know the deal, though. If you're coming in and you're a member of the channel, by the member of the channel, you become a member of the channel by hitting the thumbs up. And to keep your membership active, make sure you keep hitting the thumbs up. Good morning, Jay from the Philippines. Jay, I caught a video from, maybe you said Philippines, so you got me thinking. I did a little check-in on Kai Soto, and he was I think it was at an Alphas game, and he was doing something before the game on the mic, and I was like, all right, hopefully he'll be back sooner than later. I would not expect till fall or late year, but hopefully he rehabs and continues his dream of making the NBA. Hopefully the knee injury is not too much of a setback for him. As far as what to watch for the Spurs and reasons to keep watching the team, other than being a Spurs fan, is Stephon Castle's development now to the end of the year obviously is something to keep your eyes on. They're showing Mitch Johnson. Mitch Johnson has been showing some life lately as a head coach. Maybe there was a lot of nerves there early in the season, which you would not be unexpected. You're getting thrown into the head coach role. Not only getting thrown into a head coach role, but you're following one of the greatest, or depending on your point of view, the greatest coach in NBA history. That is no easy task. It's not like he's following up a coach that has never won a championship and he's following up one of the greatest, easily the greatest coach in San Antonio Spurs history, right? So that's who you're following. So you're never ever going to live up to that expectation. He seems to have been doing better lately. I'll give him credit where credit's due. I still don't like a lot of his rotations, but then again, the roster, looking at you, Brian Wright, has some issues. There was a ton of size issues. We traded Zach Collins, and we didn't. The other big we brought in was Biombo, and we got Bassi on the team with Gold Noodle knee. I like Charles. Just he's not doing well. Mitch was seemed better, but maybe that was overshadowed by how well Wemby was playing in December. Wemby was playing at an MVP level, so bad coaching may have been, maybe he was coaching poorly in December, but we didn't know because Wemby was so good, it didn't matter. I'm throwing that out there. Little life, I still my sport. Okay, what's up? Yes, Kokoshibo, it is an early game. Frank, go Spurs, go to you. You said prayers lose? I can't do that. I got to root for what's going on. I want to root for the other teams around us to win, not for our guys to lose. Here's the starting lineup: Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes, Bismack, B. Jumbo, Stephon Castle, Chris Paul. How about Stephon Castle in the last game? A career high 14 assists. I misspoke during a live stream. He did not tie a rookie record for the Spurs. RJ Barrett, Scotty Barnes, Colin Castleton. Who the hell's that? Oh, okay. Ochai Abaji and Jamal Sheed. I thought RJ Barrett was out. All right, well, They just said no Brandon Ingram. Yeah, like he's playing again this season. Come on now. I'm disappointed no Jakob Poeltl. Nope, no Turtle Power makes me very, very sad. Turtle Power. Oh. Oh, that's right. Baseball seated started. Phil, are you not following the Braves anymore? You switch teams? Two Clutch Corey, good evening. By the way, also out for the Raptors. Grady Dick is out, so unfortunately, no Dick tonight. So anybody that wanted to see Dick, you may see him on the sideline, but you're not going to see Dick going up and down the court. So it is what it is, right? We could, we could use wait, we could use turtle power. Did somebody say we could use turtle power? Bum, ba-da-da, bum, bum. Turtle power right here. Wow, that's extreme close up. What's up, Elias? It's been a minute, Rich. Hey, just got back. Nice vacation. Nice, nice, nice. I could use a vacation. I got a couple weeks stored up now at my job, and I don't have any vacations planned yet this year, so it's talking up vacation time. I was a Braves fan, but never watched much. My brother's always been a Dodgers fan and converted me when we reconnected. All right, hey, that's cool. I mean, I get that. If you're not really, I mean, you're still 100% Falcons, right? Falcons, Spurs, Dodgers. Is that now the new? Is that the fad? Wait, that doesn't work. Falcons, Spurs. Yeah, it's been a long day. What's going on, Levi? Just let the. Oh, you were at the Austin Spurs game. Nice. Falcons, Spurs. What? There you go. Friendly reminder that the Spurs won 7 out of 11 games. Yes, they did. We did play better at the end of last season, and it seems like maybe we're going to start playing a little better at the end of this season, which is a weird time to start playing better with the lottery around the corner, but it is what it is. I'll root for the team. Oh, I was talking about misspeaking earlier. Castle tied the second most assists by a rookie with 14. The record is 19, so he was a long way off from that. I thought he tied the record the other night. He tied second most, which is still phenomenal considering his previous high for assists in a game was 8, and then he just jumped up to 14. So can we see a game like that tonight? I don't know. That'd be cool if he gets double digit assists again. Spurs won the jump ball, by the way. Says hello from San Antonio from the 210. Shout out to Paisley, Jane, Levi. Shout out to everybody today. The San Antonio Iguanas. Why does that sound familiar? Castle with a mile long three. Okay. Okay. Castle he's now averaging 14 points per game. All right. Can he get up to 15 points per game before the season's over? With the amount of minutes he's getting lately, I think he can, and I'd like to see him get up to 15 a game. There's anything wrong with 14, but I don't know. 15 just sounds one more better. Playing highly unlikely, especially with our schedule coming up, Elias. We're kind of in that weird limbo where we're not bad enough to be a high lottery team, but not good enough to make the plan. Especially with Wemby and Fox out, I seriously don't think the plan's a possibility. If they make it, great, but a lot of teams in front of us got to lose, and we got to win a lot. And our next 7 games are tough. We play the Celtics and the Cavs twice, plus the Warriors, some other good teams. Vassell with a corner three, no good. Let me get my eye go up over here so I'm not reaching around that way. Was it a hockey team? Is that who it was? That was a miss by somebody on the Raptors. What's up, Nick? Raptors 24 and 46, and I think they're tanking tonight. Barnes with a corner three, his favorite spot. No good. Spurs are chucking threes. Welcome, Levi. They're not as bad as we think, Kokoshivo. I mean, they're as bad on defense as we think. Let's be honest. Jamal Sheed gets in the paint and gets a layup. Castle with the ball at the moment. Drops it off to Biombo. 11 on the shot clock. Back to Barnes. Over to Castle. Castle fakes the three. 6 on the shot clock. Looking to drive. Drives in the paint. And gets blocked. Yeah, a lot of defenders there. Break the other way. No good. Baji with the miss. Sheed with the fall of three, another offensive or a offensive rebound for the Raptors. Good grief. Castle the ball, getting double teamed. Gets it out to CP3 over to Vassell, who's going to take a three from the wing. No good. Wow, we're taking a lot of threes. We may do a little more work in the paint. That little jumper is good by Scotty Barnes, who's on the thumbnail today. If you're wondering who's that with CP3, it's Scotty Barnes averaging about 28 and 6. Nice line. 28 and 6. I'll take that. Yamba with the ball at the moment. Drops it off to Chris Paul. Paul out in three-point land, starts to drive at the elbow, stops, and going to pop. And it's going to roll around and finally sits on the rim and then finally goes back. Thank you, gravity. 5-4. Here you go, Spurs, go to you. Yeah, I'm glad RJ Barrett and Scotty Barnes are playing. Yeah, I want to see the best players from the other teams. I don't want to see guys I've never heard of, with all due respect, but I want to see guys I've never heard of. Castle with a block? All right. Gotta fix my lineups for the Raptors as well, these players out. Kind of messing me up here. All right, Raptors ball down 5-4. Get the ball in quick, and the pull-up three from the corner is no good. By Abaji? Probably butchering his name every time I say it. Demisel back to Castle, 16 on the shot clock for San Antonio, up 5-4 as the game had just started. Castle in the paint and draws all sorts of contact, and he's going to get fouled. I had no idea Castleton would be in the starting lineup. That totally threw me off. Guess the Raptors playing musical chairs with their starting lineup on me. What's up, T-Gunk? Thank you for stopping in. Kathy, thank you for being here. I want Demisel to see this year as well, and he's been doing better defensively as of late. But offensively, it's a huge dip from last year. Castle is at the line for two and misses the first one. Castle leads rookies in points and steals and second in assists. Rookie of the year is not locked up yet. I was taking a peek at Alex Sarr. He's been playing extremely well lately. Matej Buzel's just had a career game, although I think he's out of the running based on his season as a whole. Watch out for some of these other guys. Your Versace's or Sars, they could sneak up if they go get really hot at the end of the season, and it could, pull Rookie of the Year out of right out from under Castle. Castleton would have shot for Raptors, no good. Offensive rebound out for a three, and the three is good. RJ Barrett for three. Offensive rebound leads to a three. How many times have I said that in this channel this year? A second chance opportunity leads to a three for the other team. I've said that way too much. Barnes drives in the paint. Pull up Jay. All right. This is going to be a back and forth game. Show enough what's going on. Yeah, they lost a very close game. There's a miss on a rebound by Biamo. She's doing okay. I mean, you guys see what the women's UConn team did yesterday? I think they won by 69. I believe that was the score. I don't know what the score was, but I think they won by 69. They obliterate. Wow, Harrison Barnes just falls down. I don't know what just happened, but that was a turnover for the Spurs. And Castle pokes the ball out. That's a turnover for the Raptors. Spurs up 8-7, 7.5 minutes to go. CP3 fires off a three, no good. Why are we taking so many threes tonight? What are we doing? We're not the Celtics. We're not the Warriors. Castle with another steal. Wow, both teams just firing threes and turning the ball over. Castle's going to take the corner three. Nope. Biombo to put back. Nope. Out to Vassell. He's going to take a three. It's good, but my goodness, what's with all the threes? Yo, Jay Money. Offensive rebound leads to a three is, I say that way too much, Kokoshiba. Greg, what's going on? He says condolences to Miss TSR and UConn, but she still has the other UConn. And she wasn't expecting the men's team to go very far in this tournament. They lost by only 2 to the number 1 seed. So, I mean, they fought hard and, went down swinging. That's all you can do. Wait, Steph Curry is out? I didn't know Steph Curry was out, Jay Money. I haven't been following a whole ton of what's happening around the league outside of the Spurs, especially at this point in the season. Let me rephrase that. I'm not keeping really an eye on the playoff teams. I'm keeping an eye on the teams that we're around the lottery with. No, Greco, we don't. Well, that's true. I don't think either team's really guarding it for that matter. So we're going to see a lot of three-point shots, and right now we're seeing a lot of misses. You guys all here, and I forgot the good luck boop, so Yodi, boop. All right, good job, Yodi. All right, upside down, Yodi. No upside down, Yodi. All right. Upside down Yodi's rally Yodi. We don't need rally Yodi at the moment. Oh, I must have done the Twitters. Oh, no, I don't. Oh, no. Yeah, Greg, I did. Hello, Arno. I did finally see Cooper Flag play. I've talked about him a lot on the channel. You guys have talked about a lot of him, and I knew of him, but I hadn't actually seen him play live. And I got to see him play live today, and I was like, at least I saw the first half. I was like, all right, I can do I didn't want him. Hello, Carol. Pistons versus yes. I'll be live for every game this week. I think we play Monday, Tuesday. Is it Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday? Or Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I think we play every. I don't think I have a back to back this week, or we don't have a back to back, but I believe it's every third day. Hello, Symbols. Gotcha. After this game, I'm gonna have my dinner. This 6 o'clock game's got my schedule all messed up. I was out this late this afternoon too. Got back after 2 o'clock, which was later than I thought it would be. But it was a good day, guys. Had a good weekend. Worked on the documentaries a little bit, as in I tried to put better thumbnails and titles. I watched some videos on some advice videos, if you will, on YouTube because I'd really like to grow the channel even in the off season. That's something this channel has really not done. Is when the Spurs season ends, there's almost no growth at all in the summer. And I'd like to in the next video I think I'm going to do is going to be a Spurs one. Hopefully done in the next 3 to 4 weeks. I'm going to start researching it this week, but I think I'd like to do a Spurs related video. Hi, Miss Wemmy 2 Ego. He'll be back. He'll be back. Rob, what's going on? The Magic and Nuggets backpack. Well, darn it, J Money. So his name's pronounced Shed. I thought it was Sheed. It's spelled Sheed, but it's pronounced Shed. Is that right? Is Jacob Toby saying that right? Jamal, is it Jamal Shed? It reads to me Jamal Sheed. Arno, we got no dick tonight. I think he's bruised. Barnes open in the corner for three, his favorite spot. He's over 2 from there. Come on, Harrison. Another turnover, though, for it. Well, I don't know if the Raptors ever had control of that ball. It's Spurs ball. Vassell's just going to fire up a quick three running up the court. All right, Devin. Devin's feeling it tonight. He's at a couple. Rob, people have asked about TSR Sports merch, and I don't know. I feel weird selling stuff like that. I don't know. I appreciate that. Wow, there's a million offensive rebounds for the Raptors right now. Finally, the Spurs get it after 3 misses. Dang. I think Orlando Robinson might have had a couple in that melee there. Vassell's going to launch another three on the catch and shoot. That one's no good. Yeesh. It's poor Vaz. It is one hell of a bruise. We have 3 back-to-backs left. Another turnover for the Raptors. Stephon Castle on the run. Drops it off to Vassell. Vassell back to Castle. Castle will throw it down. Both smiling, having some fun. All right. Jason, I tried merchandise briefly. I would say if I ever brought merchandise back, I'll be straight up with you guys. I would put it at the lowest possible price that the site would let me. Like I see people putting up hoodies for like $50. I'm like, $50 for a damn hoodie? Like if the manufacturing cost is 20, I'm putting it to like 21. I don't want to make any money off of it. I mean, they're probably gonna force me to put some kind of profit on there, but if I ever do it, it's gonna be for the smallest profit possible. That's not what I'm in this for. Putting that out there. I don't even know where to get that stuff. I know you can do merchandise stores. I don't even know how to merchandising. TSR the TSR the coloring book. TSR the flamethrower. Is that what you guys want? Yeah, Brian, she's okay though. She's got the women's team who have a very legit shot of going all the way. There's a block by Champagne who just checked in. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Going to stay with the Raptors. All right, Area 51 all for the TSR the flamethrower. David, what's going on? Yeah, JT, did not mention that. Chris Paul just shot an air ball three. Another block by the Spurs. Spurs on the run. Sohan's going to drive in the paint. Bit of a Euro step. Gets blocked from behind, but he got fouled from behind too. All right. We're looking okay. You want me to Steven a TSR coffin? How about that? Jeremy Sounds going at the line for two. The old one-handed free throw. The first one's good. Spurs up 17-10 versus the Tankanto Raptors. So that's what it looks like. Well, the guy's sitting out tonight. Jeremy had a career high 22 paint points Friday versus the Sixers. I have no idea. What am I gonna do? 18-10. Toronto ball. I'm hungry. I don't know about you guys. I usually eat dinner around this time. I'm all thrown off. Yes, Medicare. I'm liking that D we're slinging too. We're slinging D in Toronto. Has no dick tonight. Brady Dick is out. Blake Wesley just harassing. I like the way Blake's been playing. Like, wow, the Spurs playing some D. Shot clock violation. Look at this. I mean, by the way, Blake Wesley, and I think I read somewhere, maybe I'm wrong, correct me if I am, but I think the Spurs, from what I'm reading, did pick up the option for Blake Wesley and Malachi Branham next season, so it appears they'll both be back unless they buy him out or whatever. I like what I've been seeing from Blake lately. I hope he continues to get 15 to 20 minutes a game. Evan drives in the paint, layup is good. Timeout Toronto. They're now 20-10. Woo! Spurs are up. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, sexy mama. You want to touch this headband? No, you're lost. All right. Who knew Grogo was a player? You'll be at the Celtics and Warrior games next weekend? It's nice, Anthony. Those should be really good games. Those should be fantastic games. I don't know about the outcome. All I hope is that we're competitive in both. That's my biggest hope. You're hungry too, Cassie? I'm actually really hungry. I'm not gonna go kiss Gene Simmons with the merch. No TSR, TSR like condoms. Yeah, I think I'm good. I don't know what I would do for merchandise. There is the one of a kind TSR jersey that I bought. Actually, you know, buy it. I got it free from somewhere a few years ago. I mean, if we really looked into merchandising, which again, I feel a little weird about that because you guys know I'm against sponsorships. I don't want to do Patreon sponsorships because I feel like that's just literally asking for money, which it is. Actually, if you're just doing a sponsorship or membership, you're literally asking for money, which I don't want to be. I don't want to be that guy. But merchandising, I'm not. I would never ask you guys to buy anything. I just put it there, and if you guys want it, I just still don't. I don't know. I guess I'm weird. See, that's my concern is you guys have been asking when am I coming out to Texas? My concern would be is I plan for a trip out to Texas for a weekend, and then Wemby misses both games. It's such an expensive risk. I should probably try to get to it. I do want to see Wemby live. I never got to see David Robinson live on the court. I saw Timmy. I've seen some of some of our current guys, Kelvin, Devin, etc. But I never saw David play live, and I wish I did go to a game in Boston or New York or I guess Jersey at the time. Maybe next season, depending on the price of tickets, the Celtics, Knicks, or Nets, depending, might be an option, especially if there was an event going on around it, like maybe a big comic show, big Comic Con thing around a Spurs game. We'll see. Medicare is going to be at the game too. Manuel, so I do have super chats on. I'll never ask for a super chat, but super chats are on. I figured I don't want to take those away because a lot of time that's a good way to get my attention, especially if there's, earlier in the season we had streams with over 1,000 people, and then when the Spurs were playing well and having had a good game against a good team, I do see those days coming back next season. So if I take super chats away and trying to get hold of me, plus some people do want to donate to the channel. I do have expenses for the channel, buying equipment, bought this new computer, bought the new lights over here, buying subscription services left and right so I can watch every game now. Because if you are a sports fan, I'm sure you guys know Trying to watch every game of your team is not getting easy with more and more streaming services. You need this one for this and this one for that, and it's freaking annoying, ain't it? 9 Spurs game attended and will attend. When we missed or will miss. None of them after that sucks. Callaway, what's going on? We're hard right now. Now Toronto appears to be tanking a little bit, but you know what? I know a lot of Spurs fans, not a lot, some might not be happy about us winning any games at the end of the season, but let's build momentum. Let's continue to grow our young guys. Help Stefan Castle win Rookie of the Year, which will be the first time in Spurs history we had back-to-backs. And then when we draft Cooper Flag next season, then we'll have back-to-back-to-back Rookie of the Years. Spurs up by 8, 20-12, about 3.5 minutes to go. Vassell playing the whole first quarter so far. Gets it to Kelvin, who's checked in. Kelvin in the paint, out to an open Sohan in the corner. Jeremy with the three. They just mentioned Jeremy taking more three-pointers lately. He does have a very slow form, but if he can get, wow, turnover Raptors. We got a fast break. They're sewing up the court all by himself, and 25-12. 6 turnovers for the Raptors, I just heard. Elias, I could do that as well, I suppose, but it makes it very easy to do the giveaways with Amazon Prime because I have Prime shipping and I have like 20 of your dresses stuck on there too. So if you guys are a repeat winner, I can just, wow. There we go. There's a three by. Who was that? I don't even know who that was. Raptors playing dudes that I don't even know. I don't know who they are. Jacoby Walker, is that his name? Jacoby Walter? I didn't catch it. Kelvin for three, good. Tell ya, Toronto might not have Dick, but we got Johnson here in San Antonio. Got another turnover by the Raptors? Yes, it is. Wow, they are playing some uninspired basketball tonight. Jeremy coast to coast layup, no good, but the putback by Blake Wesley is we have doubled them up 30-15. Yeah, Cassie, let's appreciate it for what it is for what it is. Here's a foul on Champagne. We had some rough games there. So let's enjoy this tonight because the schedule gets much harder after this, and we might have some rough games with the Cavaliers twice, with the Celtics, with the Warriors. Yes, Manuel, I agree. Yeah, I like Jeremy. I like Jeremy. I don't know. Some fans seem to want him gone. Like he's young. He's been out of position 2 seasons in a row, and I haven't heard one peep about him complaining about playing. He said something a little weird last year about playing point guard, but the thing he just said, just F and do it, or I don't know. Anything bad, but he's going out there and doing what he's told. 30-16. Blake getting trapped right now. We're in a timeout by the Spurs. Oh, TJ Ford's on the call? All right. All right. Chuck time it is, Mr. Bomber. Jeremy got his rookie contract extension coming up. I'm reading he'll probably get 20 to 23 million a year. That seems about right. He's well, the injury really he was playing very well at the start of the season. The injury really derailed the season. Then he got sent to put in the center role coming off the bench, which I think took a long time to adjust to, but it's looking like he's adjusted to it and he's been playing much better lately. Hello, Mr. Fulton. I'm having a rough day. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Thoughts and prayers out to our family and to you too. That's oops, yeah. Losing a family member, friend, anything. Yeah, that's rough. Stay positive. In regard to staying positive, Manuel, I do think Castle will win Rookie of the Year, but I don't think it's an exact lock. He's got to continue to play well. Can't have a slump in these last 13 games or whatever. And we have to keep an eye on players like Sar and Rashache who have been playing well lately. Versace's on a playoff bound team as well, so if he can really start cooking at the end of the year and get them some wins, it's looking like he should get it. But I don't want to say it's a lock. Hart, that's a good one. Ernesto, what, 3 years from now, we should be, I would hope at least, definitely a playoff team, no doubt. There's a turnover, and Blake Wesley is going to take it into the paint and throw it down. How many turnovers for Toronto now? And now an offensive foul by the Raptors. That's another turnover. Oh my God. Are they this bad? Or are they just in full tank? Wesley steals the ball, open court. Nobody's catching him. We know that. Throws it down. And then he gets shoved down by Orlando Robinson on the inbound pass. You dummy. Orlando, not Blake. 7 steals for the Spurs. Wow. Wow. I can't believe Demosel's still in there. He's played the whole first quarter. Well, he's young. 7 on the shot clock for the Spurs. Devin drives in the paint. Layup good. Wow. The Toronto's. Are they even trying? Are they even trying? 34-16. Devin with 10 points so far. There's a drive and a miss. Offensive rebound. And now a block by Sohan. Gets it to Champagny. Champagny's going to drive in the paint. Gets it to Blake Wesley. Wesley with the layup. Oh my gosh. Hey, February, what's going on? Biscuit Buddy, I really hope. I'm like what I'm seeing from Blake. It's like, oh, that's right. You're in California, Bobby. That's right. 3 hours, man. Yeah, early game tonight. Another turnover. And we have another fast break. Oh, Blake lost the ball. So break is busted, but we're just going to hold the ball enough with the shot clock. Oh, my clock is not running. Oopsie. Sorry, guys. Quarter's almost over. Jeremy's going to take an open three. Nope. It's going to go out of bounds. My apologies. I'm so caught up in the Spurs being ahead by this much, I missed the clock. They like poop Rico. This does look like an NCAA tournament. This is UConn women's team versus whoever the heck they stomped on yesterday. Oregon, we're playing well, and Toronto, my opinion, is on full tank mode. Toronto is turning the ball over at a historical rate right now. I think they have 8 or 9 turnovers. Globetrotters versus Washington Generals. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Oh my gosh, we're Chuck Norrising them right now. My apologies again with the game clock. Sometimes you get caught up in the excitement and yeah, 30-9 run. Wait, that's almost our whole score. Scotty Barnes has 3 turnovers. Yeah, we gotta be. I guess we gotta be careful when we say Barnes because there's a Barnes on each team, so I'm gonna have to be specific on that. William Juby, what's going on? William, it's been a hot minute, hasn't it? Miss TSR was actually asking about you, I think, a few days ago. She's like, we haven't seen William Juby in a while. Well, there you are. You think the Spurs know they won't get a top? We're not going to get a top 5 pick, Renee, unless the lottery ball turnovers. Good grief! Unless the lottery ball magic helps us, the top 5 teams are way too far ahead of us in regards to losses. They're not going to win 30 games like we did. It's almost actually might even be impossible for a couple of those teams now. Or so it is what it is. We have a tough stretch coming up. Uh, just hope the other teams around us win. Chicago Bulls, the Portland Trailblazers, root for them to win. And that feels better than rooting for the Spurs to lose, doesn't it? I'm actually going to pull up the standings right now while we're talking about it. Actually, I'll pull up on them here. They have 9 turnovers. We have 1. Rich, any question? Are players in Toronto there on a work day? I actually don't know, my biscuit buddy. I I I genuinely don't know. What was I looking up? Oh, Tankathon. Oh, Tankathon. Get a gun. Tankathon. All right. So if I mean you look at watch the top 5 teams all have the top 4 teams have 15 to 19 wins. They're not getting a 30. They're not even trying. Brooklyn and Philly have 23. Philly's in complete tank mode. Forget it. Toronto's clearly tanking at 24 wins. So the top 7 teams at this point, I feel are untouchable. They're in tank mode. They all have 24 wins or less. Sure, we only have six more wins, but six at this point in the season for bad teams is like climbing Everest. You got us, we got the Heat with 28 wins at eight. We have 30, and then Chicago has 31, and Portland has 32. So you know what? Unless the Heat get hot, we're probably finishing ninth to keep Chicago. Hope Chicago and Portland keep winning, so we stay at ninth. We don't want to drop out of the top nine. Grow the team, get better, get some men going to next season, but stay at nine, not because you suck, but because the teams behind you are playing well enough to have position not change. Jamal, is it, by the way, Jamal Sheed or Jamal Shed? Does anybody know? They're saying Shed on TV. I think I do. All right, thank you, Biscuit. Robert Palmer passed away? Wait, like simply irresistible Robert Palmer? Might as well face it, you're addicted to love, Robert Palmer. That Robert Palmer? Okay, Boreathon. Okay. I mean, I'm sure they do something special for athletes. Palmer, good evening to you. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate y'all hanging out on a Sunday afternoon. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. We'll try to get to 100 before halftime. The Spurs looking good right now, 36 to 18. Castle with the ball, five on the shot clock, out in three-point land. Whips it over to Kelvin. Kelvin's going to take off, throws it up off the glass, and rolls off the rim. It's a good move, but didn't quite finish it. Wow, Wesley all over Barrett right now. Barrett spins around him though. Runner in the paint, good. Well, I mean, good offense is going to be good defense at times. It's just going to happen. Steph with the ball again, and Steph running the offense. Gets it out to Blake Wesley for three, no good. Wasn't too far off. All right, Blake. Maybe he's been working on the three-point shot a little bit. Barrett for three, no good. Sohan with the rebound. Center Sohan, by the way, guys. Oh, did Robert Palmer die that long time ago? Oh, shoot, I don't know. You talking about the golfer then? What's up, Machine 78? Sohan with the ball again, drives baseline, gets it to Castle. Castle gets blocked. He's been blocked twice today. And I did see a stat somewhere. He does get blocked quite a bit. There's a jumper and a timeout by Jamal. All right. I don't think we've scored in the second quarter. We have not. They're on a 6-0 run. All right, let's stop that right now and wake up. Don't know them eating in there. Let the Raptors get all confident and back in the game. I did see George Foreman passed away, and I do know that is recent. Curry, no hip damage to rejoin Warriors. I heard from one of the members in the chat that you'd be good, possibly good to go for the Spurs game, which we don't have many left. My gosh, after tonight, how many do we have left? See, we came into the game. Where's our record? Came into the game 30 and 39. So after tonight, it's 12 games after today. 12 left. Probably going to go to 31 and 39, but any given Sunday, and it actually is Sunday, so who the heck knows, right? Let's see if the scoreboard's a little off, by the way. I'm going to stop just a little bit. There we go. Just drop it down. Drop it like it's hot right there. Yep. Yes, he does. He does hold the ball too long in the paint, JT. He'll work on that in the offseason. I don't know if he's the most blocked player this season. He's probably the most blocked rookie. He's been blocked a lot. I hate to, I mean, it is what it is. I hate to admit it, but we all see it or hear it depending on how you're part of this game. Yeah, he's getting blocked a lot. I'd like to see him work on that. We're in a commercial break at this time. The Spurs took a timeout. They have not scored yet in the second quarter. They were up 36 to 16 going into the second. The Raptors on a 6-0 run and showing a little bit of life. I'm not gonna lie, I'm thinking about my pizza right now. Right, Yodi? Yodi likes pizza. You know who else likes pizza? What's up, Yap Yap? Thank you for stopping in. Trust in the castle. Coming back from the timeout, it'll be Spurs ball. Raptors are 11th place in the Eastern Conference. Only the 76ers are right behind them. One game difference. Raptors 24 and 46. The 76ers are 23 and 47. We all know the 76ers are in full tank mode. They're tons of players shut down. Their pick next draft is lottery protected one through, or sorry, protection of 1 through 6. The Thunder will own that pick if it drops to 7 or worse. So they want to keep as high as a pick as possible. Castle bringing up for the Spurs. We had a Mamo sighting. Which Mama will show up tonight? Wow, Toronto playing some full court defense. What's going on here? Toronto all of a sudden somebody let a fighter under their butt. We got Champagne open in the corner for three. There's our first points of the quarter. What's up, Dazzo? Oh, get better, man. Get better. Elias, I can't wait for the draft as well. When we find out where we draft in May and then the actual draft in June. Wow. Said for three. Arno, look, it's looking like is he tore your Achilles. I didn't even wow, dang. Wish you a speedy recovery. I know that's a long journey, but good luck, man. Turnover by the Spurs. So that's gonna take another three. No good. Fight for the board. Gonna go out of bounds. It's going to be Raptors ball. What the heck was I saying? If we don't get any lottery magic, it looks like we're gonna draft 9 and 16th. The Hawks look like that trade is not going to be as bad as it was initially looking. I forgot to do the trade. Was it just what did they trade? No, they traded somebody, but the Hawks are playing well this year. They're looking like a playoff team. Felton's going to take a three down the other end. No good. Raptors ball. McDevitt, I don't know what's up with the Miami Heat. Like, what happened? They like did a complete 180 and completely suck now. I know Jimmy Butler was traded, but man, they just fell off like, fell right off the map. There was a miss and a rebound by Stefan Castle, who'll bring it up for the Spurs up by 14, 39 to 25. Drives in the paint, tosses it out to Champagne. He's going to pull up for three. Kenny, 2 from that corner, I just heard. What's up, It Kills? William, I think we would, you don't think we're going to draft two guys? I like Rasheer Fleming with the 16th pick. I don't know who would be available at the 9th. Chad drives in the paint, layup good. But Rasheer Fleming, I've read a lot of good things about. He fits a lot of the needs we have on the team. I'm in for drafting two guys. Mambo's going to take his first three of the game. Nope. Stefan Castle, offensive rebound, drives. Ooh, there's a lot of contact. Is that an offensive foul? Yep. Kobe Walter takes the charge. Asa Newell, is he projected to go around number 9? Tobu Vassell, he played on pretty much the whole first quarter, I think. The player's on the court over here, and Devasell is not on the court. 42-27, 15-point game. Okay. I think we need to take two bigs. Like Wesley would a steal. Passed right to him. Wesley pushing it up the court. Back to Castle, over to Mamu, back to Castle. Guys, we need bigs. Mamu's going to drive in the paint. Nice Euro step. Kicks it out to wide open Barnes in the corner. His favorite spot, but he can't hit it from there tonight. Mamu with the offensive board. Out to Castle, over to Champagne. Penny into the paint. Throws up a weird shot. No good, but gets the tip in. Fleming to Miami. Probably it's usually pretty accurate. It's from ESPN. It's not me. I'm just got ESPN's page up, and 98% of the time it's pretty accurate. Looking at it right now, it's 100% accurate. That's who I'm 100% sure that's who the Spurs have on the court, and we're going into another timeout. Yep, just the tip, Morgathon. No, what time of the night? We trade the Hawks pick. You think so? I don't. Hmm. I think we need to take two bigs, unless we get something with in free agency or some kind of trade after the season. I don't know. We need size on this team. The centers of Wemby, Biombo, and Bassi ain't gonna cut it. Biombo as a third backup center, I'm not totally opposed to, but Charles Bassi's got to go just because he's unreliable injury wise. Scotty Barnes, I didn't say Scotty shot it. You sure? You sure you didn't hear something else? I do talk extremely fast. It could have been Penny that I said. Definitely not Scotty. Size does matter, Borgathon. Somebody that can play center and forward. Somebody that can preferably can shoot the three. I mean, Fleming is a good 3-point shooter, isn't he? He's shooting like 42% from 41, 42% this year. He's 6'9", got a 7'5" wingspan. Seems to check a lot of the boxes. We'll see. I mean, it's also going to depend on where we draft. If the Spurs move up in the top four, that changes obviously everything. If they get the first overall pick, I know it's a pipe dream, but if they get the first overall pick, then it's very obvious who we're drafting. Oh, uh, Tobu, there's two Barnes. Harrison Barnes. Sorry, look up here. He's got to be on here somewhere. Very top. H Barnes. Sorry, there's two Barnes. You just got it. Oh no, yeah. Harrison Barnes. I forgot too. There's Barnes on each team, so I have to be specific on which Barnes I'm talking about. Hawks need to lose 2 games at home against average teams to lose and play in. I'm not going to wish injury on Trey Young for that to happen. Um, yeah, they'll probably playoff team. Quentin posted a 7-footer on the worst shit. Really? Okay. Yeah. Well, a lot of rappers out there at the moment. I forgot there were multiple Barnes in this game, and I just said it earlier in the stream that there's multiple Barnes. I said I better specify which Barnes I'm talking about. But I mean, based on who I'm saying is passing the ball around, it should kind of give an inkling of which Barnes I'm talking about. If I'm saying Stephon Castle to Barnes for three, obviously I'm talking about the Spurs. If I'm saying RJ Barrett passes it to Barnes, he hits three. But I'll try to be a little more descriptive as there are to it. There's two of them, like double impact. Jean-Claude Van Damme. A huge alley-oop attempt is too much alley and not enough oop. That would have been a great play, but not to be. That's Spurs ball in the missed alley-oop. Castle draws a foul and go to the air. Gonna go there. Going to go to the line for two. Chad, this would be our second winning streak of the season. We've only had one winning streak. It was a 4-game winning streak. Everything else has been ones and twos. If they win tonight, that would be 3 games in a row is a 3-game winning streak, right? Castle at the line. Yeah, 6 points, 4 boards. All right, rebounding well tonight. Can't shoot the free throw though. Driving me crazy seeing him miss these free throws. Veronica and Zach in the chat. What's going on? Morgathon, yes, you would. Steph, make your free throws. Drive me crazy. He's 1 for 3 tonight. One more free throw for Steph. There you go. Hello, RR210. So crazy that Mamu had that unbelievable game last week, but he hasn't followed up with anything yet. And I'm not trying to pick on him. It's like, hey, where's the carryover? There's a missed three. Castleton with the rebound, the putback, no good. Another offensive rebound for the Raptors. Come on, guys, could box out, grab a rebound. Colin Castleton with the easy bucket in the paint. 6:20 to go. Spurs up 45-29. What if we had 3 Barneses? How many Barneses are in the league? There's a turnover by the Spurs. Easy, fast break. I think Mogbo with the dunk. Yeah, I have some players. They have some players playing I didn't even plan for. I'm gonna have to update my roster during halftime. Mamu's open for 3. Hold it down. Gets it out to Champagny. He'll fire the 3. Julian Champagny's clicking tonight, guys. He's got 3 3-pointers, I believe. I don't want to say Rookie of the Year is done because you never know what's going to happen the rest of the season. Julian has 11 points already. Turnover by the Raptors. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Spurs ball at 48-31 with 5:30 and some change. The Punisher number. Is that his nickname? I've never heard of like Frank Castle. Borgathon Flavor Flav needs to go to more Spurs games. Seriously, it's just average Mamu now. Oh, Demisel has checked back in the game. Also is CP3. Jeremy Sohan in the game as well with his pink hair and blue shoes. Just saying. 2 on the shot clock. And he traveled. Just 2 Barnes in the NBA? Okay. Thank you, Ponswine. So we got all the Barnes is in action tonight. Raptors ball down by 17. Yeah, JT, I'm not gonna call him a Punisher because I think of the Marvel character, and Castle's not out here killing bad guys. There's a miss, and now another offensive rebound for the Raptors. They are just grabbing boards left and right. Another miss, another chance for the Raptors. Long three, no good. Finally, Harrison Barnes grabs a rebound. Jeez, guys. I don't know how many offensive rebounds the Raptors have. It feels like a lot. Champagne's going to attack the rim. No good. Foul going to the line for 2. Primo Kelevin. No, Arno. No, 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 no. What's up, Mike Walker? Thank you for stopping in. 2 free throws coming up for San Antonio. Could hit 50 points. We make them both. Champagne's first free throw is no good. We're missing a lot of free throws tonight. Fundamentals. Basic basketball. The easiest, well, not the easiest. I suppose a dunk is the easiest shot if you can actually dunk. But a free throw. Nobody's defending you. Our bench is outscoring Toronto's 27-7 at the moment. Wow. Almost missed the second one. Bounce, lucky rim job. Jamal, I did like the Punisher TV show with John Bernthal. I've actually liked all the Punisher stuff. Some of it's much better than other Punisher stuff, i.e., Dolph Lundgren's the Punisher, Thomas Jane's the Punisher, Ray Parker's Punisher. Champagny with a 3 after the turnover by Toronto, no good. 49-31. 10 steals for the Spurs, only 3 for Toronto so far. That's a missed 3. Spurs ball. To get into Sohan, back to Vassell in the paint. Out to a wide open Barnes in the corner. Spurs just went right past 15. Stuff like Castle's Jimmy Butler with a brain. It's today Coyote Day. The big coyote is holding baby coyote, and is it? I think RJ Barrett just scored. I looked away on that. I did love Kevin Russian, Kevin Nash as the Russian, and Vassell for 3. I don't know if any of you guys know this. Some of you might. In the Punisher movie with Thomas Jane, when he's fighting Kevin Nash, the Russian, when he stabs him with the knife, the blade didn't retract like it was supposed to, and he actually stabbed him for real, and he just kept filming because Kevin Nash is a bad AWS. Another miss for the Raptors. Spurs on the run. CP3 into the paint. Out to an open Barnes. We're up by 25. No, but that's why a lot of folks stop in. We're laying a hurting on Toronto right now. Jamison Battles checked in for Toronto. I don't even know who that is. There's an airball 3 for Toronto. I gotta update my roster. I don't know who a lot of these Toronto guys are. Jonathan Mogbo with a miss. It's so many players out for Toronto. I'm definitely struggling. Missed 3 for the Spurs. What's up, Jacob? What do you mean your Cavs actually won a game? Your Cavs have won a lot of games. Robinson with the ball for the Raptors kicks it out for 3. Another missed 3. That was battle. Spurs on a 13-2 run in the last 3.5 minutes. Barnes drives in the paint, gets by everybody, layup good. Wow. Holy moly. You had not no, that's a true story, William. I heard that a long time ago. It might even be like on the DVD somewhere or in a commentary. He got stabbed for real by the prop knife and just I mean, he's a huge dude too. He's what? He was probably what, 7 foot, 325 pounds in that movie. It's much different than somebody like me who's got very little here to take that shot. That was a missed three by HB. Toronto ball, pull up three, splash, battle with the three. Raptors have cut the lead to 24. That though, I mean, we're sniffing it, but I think we're only going to sniff it. We're not going to fully smell what's cooking over there. Sell with the ball at the moment for San Antonio, 8 on the shot clock. That's going to be an offensive foul, I think, it Spurs. Yes, it is. Yep, exchange of layup drills. Hello, Bianca. You sent me the. Oh, what'd you send me, Veronica? I forgot. Well, no, pull enough. Got a couple substitutions going on. Oh, that's it. Wait, is that the baby Yodi I've been sending you guys? Scotty Barnes with the bucket. I see Yodi holding a baby Yodi. That's funny. Thank you. Castles check it back in for San Antonio. Gonna take off into the paint. Stops, pops, and it's gonna get fouled, and we'll get my clock right. Jamal, I think that's something that I probably would have really cared about. Actually, he was pretty much only heel when I used to watch wrestling. I don't watch wrestling anymore. Uh, don't take that the wrong way. When I said something I would care, I was trying to figure out if he was a face when I was really into it, and I don't think he was. Or he was turning face, maybe. I quit 2005. The year Batista won the title versus Triple H at WrestleMania. I kind of quit after that. So, gosh, it's been 20 years since I've been really into wrestling. It's not my thing anymore. Castle makes the first one. Castle makes the second one. All right, Castle getting the line, scoring. That's something. Harrison Ingram, I think he's still with Austin, isn't he? Walter for three, no good. Castle bring it up for San Antonio. We try to 2-for-1 here. Castle falls down and loses it out of bounds. Wanting a foul, not going to get it. RJ Barrett in the paint. The high layup is good. Scam lightly calling me. Nice. Nice. Like scam calls. I'm trying to call a game. RJ Barrett with 9 points in the first half. Golly. Raptors are really trying to D up here at the end of the second quarter. 7 on the shot clock for San Antonio. CP3 with the ball. Gets over to Kellen. Kellen's going to have to force the three with the shot expiring. No good. And that's it. That's the end of the half. Favorite wrestling games. You know what I used to like? And this isn't a popular one, but I thought it was hilarious. Not the first one. WWF. Isn't this called WWF Attitude for the PlayStation? I want to say the first one was Warzone, and then it was Attitude, and the controls sucked. And I'll throw that out there right now. The controls were weird because they were like controls like a fighting game. It was like left, down, right, square for rock bottom or stuff like that. But, but, oh my gosh, the crowd was hilarious, and the um the wrestlers themselves were hilarious because they all recorded voiceovers. Like Rock would be taunting you throughout the match, and Mick Foley, the announcers. If you're playing a creative player, the crowd would chant "Player One." It was just I don't know. The audio was so hilarious. It was a bad game, but it was one of those so bad it's good. Cassie, Baby Yodi, got them on Amazon. It's actually not mine. It's Miss TSR's, but we give out a lot of these whenever the Spurs win for March. We're giving out uh prizes via trivia, and I think we've given out 2 Baby Yodis this month. Made Chuck Norris and WF No Mercy for the 64. Nice. Addy, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. UFC ruined W. That you know what? I think that's what did it for me too, Addy. Is I switched over to. I've always been a UFC fan, but I got really big into it and many moons ago, and I think that also killed the WWE for me. Imagine adding Victor Fox and a high draft pick to the group. Randy, I can imagine that. That'll be next year, and it's going to be awesome. I'm sure it was Joshua. You could have up to four players. So they did player one, player two, player three, or player four. Baby Yodi family's growing. All right, let's get into some halftime stats. Why don't we? A good first half for the San Antonio Spurs. We're getting close to 100 thumbs up. You guys can help us get to 100. Remember to keep smashing that thumbs up. Fast, refund, nutritious, and delicious. Pop, what's it look like? It looks like this. Thanks, Pop. Appreciate you. All right, let's get the stats for the Spurs and Toronto Raptors. Big game, marquee game. One tanking team and one team that's missing their two superstars. All right, first quarter, the Spurs outscored Toronto 36 to 16. Second quarter, we outscored them 26 to 24. Hence, therefore, ergo, the Spurs are up 62 to 40. For Toronto, Scotty Barnes with 5 points, Colin Castleton with two, RJ Barrett with nine, Oche Agbaji, what's his name up all night, with zero. Jamal Shed with a nice first half. He has 14 points. Off the bench for Toronto. This is where I'm struggling. I don't know a lot of these players. Maybe you guys do. Jamison Battle with three. Jonathan Mogba with two. Garrett Temple with zero. Orlando Robinson with two. Jacoby Walker with three. And that's it. No Jakob Pertl tonight, which kind of sucks. I was hoping to see Pertl against his old team. Not so much. Harrison Barnes with 10. Bismack Biyombo with zero. Chris Paul with two. Devin Vassell, the leading scorer in the starting lineup with 13. Stephon Castle with 9 points. He does have the only turnovers in the starting lineup. Nobody's turned it over except for Steph. And he turned it over 4 times tonight. Boy, 4 turnovers and 1 assist. That is not the assist to turnover ratio you're looking for. 1 to 4. No bueno. It should be noted, Devin Vassell has a team high plus 25 when he's on the floor. Wow. Okay. Off the bench, Sandro Mamakhelishvili. Since his historic night has just not been showing up scoring wise, unfortunately. Granted, he only played 4 minutes, but 0 points, missed his only shot. Julian Champagnie with a nice first half. He has 12 points, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Jeremy Sohan with 7. Sheldon Johnson with 3. And Blake Wesley with 6 points, 3 assists, and 3 steals in the first half. In the first half, the Spurs are shooting 48, 39, 70. The Raptors are shooting 33, 26, 15. They've only taken 2 free throws, so it's not horrendous free throw percentage. The Spurs have in the first half 7 turnovers. The Raptors have 12. Raptors are on pace for well over 20 turnovers, which is why at this moment in time they are down by 22. All right. What in the world is this halftime show? Okay. Hey, Aja, good evening to you. Thank you for stopping in. Famous Jameis, I did a short on it if you want to get my actual live reaction to getting news, Zach. I was live with the Spurs game the other night, and I did a 1 minute YouTube short. That probably sums it up. That's the best way to find out my opinion. I don't know what's happening this halftime show. Who is this? Like an artist I don't recognize? Who's this girl with the blonde hair and the 4-inch heels? I have no idea who this is. Should I know who this is? Is this a girl or a dude? I can barely hear the audio, but it's a deep voice, so that's why I'm wondering. I don't know. I'm not trying to be rude. I just don't. I don't know. Travis Hunter, of the Giants, maybe. It's Pride Day in Toronto. Oh, so is that a guy? I don't know. A Matt Bonner side, nice. Oh, I gotta adjust my Toronto roster. All right, so starting lineup. Let me make sure I have the starting lineup right. RJ Barrett, Jamal Shed, Obagi. Do I have him in there? Nope. Who do I have in there? Oh, I do. All right, so I got that right. And then off the bench, because there's a lot of players I'm not recognizing for these guys. All right, I had AJ Lawson on my roster. I don't know who that is, but he's not playing. We just need to get Jacoby Walter in there. I do. All right. Roster updated for Toronto, and I'm good. My apologies. Man, when teams are in tank mode and playing a lot of players I've never heard of, that does not make my job not make it easier, especially on a team that I don't follow. I don't follow Toronto, which obviously. And then Chris Boucher's out tonight, so I might as well cross him off. Everybody out tonight for Toronto. Hello, yes, Sersky. Thank you for stopping in. Oh, OBS is disconnecting and reconnecting. All right, sorry if I froze up. OBS is being weird. So, the Olympic women's what? This is a women's rugby player. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the halftime thing. I wait. David Robinson was at the Duke game. I did not. I had the first half on. Oh, I'll go Borgathon. I don't know. That whole halftime show confused me. Let's pretend like that didn't happen. I've not seen the new Captain America. I'm kind of, yeah. I love Marvel comic books and the movies, but I feel like I've the Marvel movies have gotten stale. And the big problem is they set the bar so high with that long Avengers storyline with the Captain America movies and Iron Man movies, and just that whole 10 years between Iron Man 1 and Avengers Endgame. They did a really fantastic job. So now the bar's raised really high. Where do you go from there? Plus, you got a whole bunch of people in the cast that aren't part of the universe anymore that you probably enjoyed watching. I I liked Deadpool and Wolverine. Had a lot of fun with that, but I'm having a hard time wanting to watch a lot of the rest of the universe. I think there's been a handful of movies I've liked since Endgame. Deadpool, Wolverine, Guardians 3, the Spider-Man movie with the Spider-Mans, and that's all I'll say. Sorry if there's a spoiler there. TSR could probably help me out. I feel like I'm missing something. Yeah, it's been I don't know. Rich was all right, Arnold. So you clearly watched the video then, and I like crap. For those that don't know, randomly did a video yesterday on the I Make Crap channel, that I Like Crap playlist, but the second channel TSR does, and it was the 10 worst movies I own. And Matrix Revolutions did make that list. I hate that movie. Dragon, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Shang-Chi was a good, okay. Shang-Chi was okay. Yep, yep. I haven't seen the Spider-Verse movies, the cartoons with Miles Morales. The Raptors record is not good. It is 24 and 46. About to be 24 and 47. They're a bad team. Black Cat, what's going on? We are up right now by 22. Going to be our second our second winning streak, should I say, of the year. They had a 4-game winning streak earlier in the season, back in November. This would be our second winning streak. It would be 3 in a row. We'll take it, right? I mean, take what we can get. Yeah, Tegan, that's a good way of putting it. Superhero fatigue, because there's been not only a ton of movies, but TV shows. Forgot something I liked since Endgame. I did like WandaVision. I thought WandaVision was a lot of fun. I don't think I've watched any other Marvel TV shows that were post that. Daredevil was before that. I liked Daredevil. Punisher was before that. I haven't seen She-Hulk because I've heard I wouldn't like it as a Hulk fan. I haven't watched the Falcon TV show. I just don't have interest in somebody else being Captain America besides Captain America. Black Panther was before. I haven't seen the Black Panther. I haven't seen Wakanda Forever. Yeah, I'm just the new Ant-Man movie, Wakanda Forever, Captain Marvel. I think Tegan might be fatigued too. I like the X-Men movies too. I like the first three. Oh, you know what, Dragon? I did watch. There's a good one. The Moon Knight 1 hour one. I did like that. Okay, I'll give you that. The 1 hour Moon Knight. Yes, I did like that. That was recommended by somebody, and I ended up watching it. And he says every time we up by 20 or more, I get scared, and we always give it up. Like it's the third quarter coming up. Angels, the third quarter. That's the quarter we fall apart in every time. Right around the quarter. Listen, if anybody's into movies, which it sounds like you guys are, I'm gonna do a cheap plug for the second channel right now because I should plug it. I'm gonna go get a link for it right now. There are going to be there's probably the most content on there is going to be movie related content. Stuck in the 80s, an old 80s movie review channel I used to do. All those are going up on there, and who knows, might do some new ones in the future. I did the recent 10 worst movies I own video, and then there's my independent movies dating back to 2003 that'll be up on the channel as well, which are god awful and embarrassing, uh, but funny. So bad they're good. I don't know. There's links to the channel if you want to check it out. Please do so. Yeah, Barth, I love Marvel, but it's probably burnout. When you add all the Marvel movies, all the Marvel TV shows, all the DC movies, all the DC TV shows, there's been so much the last 20 years that finally just like you can only take so much, and then you're gonna be selective on what you watch. And I think that's where I am now, is I'm very, very selective. They're not awful, they're legendary. I didn't catch Hawkeye, and I think it was because it was a new character. I have seen Neverending Story 1 Paisan. I didn't know there was a 3. Wow. Um, The Flash. I saw season 1 of The Flash on the CW. Oh, you know what? There is one thing by DC I did like that I haven't mentioned tonight. I liked the Superman and Lois TV show on CW. They just ended the series after 4 seasons, which felt like the right length, didn't overstay their welcome. I did enjoy that. It's not Marvel related, but I did enjoy that. Yes, they did, Zach, big time. She-Hulk was horrible. That's what here. How too I. I'm not gonna say anything about that. Jordan films are dependent. Yeah, and a lot of CGI. Too much CGI. Still waiting for Enter the Dragon 2. I don't think we're gonna see that. I think 3 main actors have all passed away. Bruce, of course, died, geez, almost 50 years ago. What? No, more than 50 years ago. Bruce Lee's been gone more than 50 years. Gee, I'm old. Is JD Toppin the guy you want to go for, or is Obi? Star Wars. So what when you say sequels, do you mean 1 through 3, 7 through 9, or both? I can't believe yeah, Cosmo. I know. So my take on the Star Wars movies. I love 4, 5, and 6. I grew up with those. I don't like the CGI edits George Lucas has made recently in the last decade to his movies. Maybe it's 20 years, whatever it is. Not a fan of those. I like the originals. 1, 2, 3. There's a lot of things I don't like about part one. Anakin Skywalker and Jar Jar Binks are awful. Qui-Gon Jinn, Liam Neeson's awesome, and of course Darth Maul, fantastic. So I do find that watchable. I don't like Attack of the Clones at all. The love story is awful to say the least. I do like part three. Out of the prequels, I do like part three a lot. We're getting the third quarter underway. As far as the sequels, oh boy, we're gonna have a foul to start us off already. 2 free throws coming up. R.J. Barrett, fouled by Stefan Castle. 62-40. As far as the sequels, I thought The Force Awakens started well, and then continually got worse as the movie progressed. When Kylo Ren took his helmet off, I thought that really took away from his character. I don't think that reveal should have been that early in that trilogy in the first movie. And then when Rey beat Kylo at the end, spoilers if you haven't seen The Force Awakens already, I thought that was horrible writing because your main character is already now beating the main bad guy. Even if he's wounded, I don't care. Where do you go from here? But where's the ascension from, working your way up to beat the bad guy? Like Luke lost bad to Darth Vader in Empire. I'm like, all right, so she's already, and she's using force powers without training, so she's like already the most powerful Jedi in the movies. I'm like, where do we go from here? Part 8 was awful, and part 9 I thought was terrible. Scotty Barnes for three. So overall, I don't like the new sequels. I can understand why kids would like them and a new generation would. I can't stand them. Castle in the Paint, no good. Fouled, going to line for two. Paisan, I mean, they were just well, Borgatan maybe he is hot and paid well, but I thought that really took away from his character because I got this mysterious character that's freezing laser blasts in the air. I was really into Kylo Ren when I first saw the movie. I didn't know anything about him. Like this guy's awesome. And they took his mask off, and I was like, eh, uh, what? That's what we're going with? This guy? I didn't know who Adam Driver was going into the movie. That's not a knock to Adam Driver, but he didn't look like a menacing. He's not a menacing looking guy. So I know he's like a legit BA in life. Wasn't he like a Army Marine or something? But that I thought killed the character. Terrible, absolutely terrible. That's my opinion. If you love the movies, that's great. I'm glad you enjoy them. Not my thing. Castleton off the glass, no good. Fight for a loose ball, going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Spurs ball up 66 to 43. I have not seen Andor, and I hear it's good. I have heard Andor is very, very good. I need to watch it. I don't have Disney Plus, but I do need to see it. Castle fouled again, driving into the paint. Castle drawing some fouls. As a former Jedi, I'll use my lightsaber again. Oh, I'm sure the financial incentive, but making a good movie should be the biggest incentive. And then if you make a good movie, money will follow. I think that's the problem with Hollywood is they're not making good movies. They're making remake after remake, nothing original, tons of sequels, reboots, whatever, with a billion CGI sequences that look terrible. Like we're seeing bad CGI still today in 2025. I saw the reviews for Snow White, and I know it's gonna be that could be a hot button subject, so I'm not gonna talk about the movie per se. Just I saw the CGI and I was like, that's not that's not really top quality because the CGI, artists are rushed to meet a deadline, etc. And it's the easy way out. Remember when people made practical horror? Like I'm a big horror movie guy. Practical horror effects crush CGI effects any day of the week, twice on Sunday. Fake blood still looks awful with CGI. I hate it. There's a three and no good. MSL with the rebound. Spurs on the run 68-43. We're in a blowout, so I'm talking a little more non-sports than normal. Sorry, I'll try to focus on the game. There's Mac Biombo with the ball for San Antonio. Back to Demisel, 14 on the shot clock. Vassell, step over jumper. Flash. Spurs up by 27. Godzilla -1 was awesome. I would agree. And it had the CGI was done very well. Now that's a movie is either gonna be a rubber suit or CGI. But certain effects don't hold up. We have a foul. I hate for those of you old enough. Squibs. What's up, Stingray X Factor? It's just a little small explosive blood packet for bullet hits. They still hold up today. They look fantastic. CGI blood hits look like garbage. Still to this day, CGI blood is awful. There's a three by Scotty Barnes. All right, Barnes heating up a little bit. Toronto Barnes is heating up a little bit in the third quarter. Castle's turned his ankle a little bit. He's a little limpy. Vassell with a tough pull up J off the glass. Good. We'll have to keep an eye on Steph and make sure he's okay. RJ Barrett with the ball right now for Toronto. Drops it off to Castleton. Castleton runner. Good. Timeout. And this timeout might be for Castle, who is hurt his ankle a little bit. I have not seen the new Cobra Kai season. I need to. Oh my gosh, William Dude, the practical effects from this thing were groundbreaking. Absolutely groundbreaking back then. I've only seen Star Trek movies. I've never seen a single episode of Rick Biscuit. I mean, I would say, Zach, CGI to accentuate violent effects, if you will, then be the effect. Practical effects still look amazing. Use the CGI to maybe clean up a practical effect. I mean, because there's only so much CGI is good as it is. There's just certain things you can't recreate that, or they still just don't look right. The Clone Wars. Revenge of the Sith and Empire Strikes Back peak cinema, the best Star Wars movies by far. Clone Wars, was that part two? No, that's Attack of the Clones. Was it the Clone Wars? Was that a cartoon? Borderline, what's that? If you want a good, not cheesy horror film, check out. I've seen Green Room. I have watched some very gory stuff. Stuff that Miss TSR would not want to watch with me. What's going on, Damien? Worst I've seen in a movie is the Flash. Oh, Flash had some bad CGI. Yeah, that was rough. And we're talking about Star Wars. Rogue One, fantastic movie, right? But the CGI Leia and CGI who died? Peter Cushing, I think it was the actor. CGI Luke in The Mandalorian. Just some stuff just doesn't. It doesn't work. I should watch Andor. I've heard it's really good. I need to see. So I'm gonna throw an obscure one out here. Um, oh shoot, I'm forgetting the name of the movie now. What Art the Clown? Those of you know that know Art the Clown. They just made the third movie. Terrorizer? Is that it? Dang it! Now I'm drawing a blank on the name of the movie. Is part three worth seeing for those of you that have seen it? Anybody? Terrifier. Terrifier. Thank you, Sirski. Terrifier 3 worth seeing? I know they're gore fest. They're disgusting. Like they're I'm seeing this replay where Steph rolled his ankle. He was just dribbling at the court and just he did jog off the court. That's a good sign because the first thing that went through my head is like Achilles. He would not be walking if he tore his Achilles. So that's a good thing. Well, I love horror movies too. Oh, Steph's staying in the game, but I have to watch him alone. I like burritos, Bobby. I have not seen the Little Mermaid remake, Damon. I don't I don't like remakes. Well, I should rephrase that. Depends on the remakes. Some remakes have been done very well. Maybe next time out we'll talk about some great remakes. Castlewood, a long three, In-N-Out Burger. Raptors on the move, down 72-48, 8:50 to go in the third quarter. Spurs up by 24. And now fouling Chris Paul, trying to guard RJ Barrett, who has a size advantage. And it kind of count as horror? Yeah, sci-fi horror. Ricky Lombardo, Ron Jamo remake. It was Cowboy. I wish I still had all that stuff, but they were a little political in nature, so you understand why it's gone. But they can come back without that part of their personality. They can just be douchey. I have not, Mike. A friend of mine recommended that, and I forgot to watch it. I had Shutter for a month, and I forgot to watch it. I watched missed the first three. RJ missed the first three though. Some horror movie with a guy walking through the woods the whole movie. Nature of Killing, or In the Nature of Killing, or there was one kill scene that was holy crap, and that was all practical. I guess it's called the yoga scene where she gets folded. I was gonna stop there. Spurs ball. Pull up Jay by the cell, bounces around and goes in. You saw him, a nice game. 74-49. Looks like we're going to giveaway tonight, guys. That'll be a third giveaway in a row. Like, you know the movie I'm talking about? Or Of a Violent Nature, or something like that. I think it was Nature of Violence. I don't know what that was called. No, not Hobo with a Shotgun. Of a Violent Nature? Dang it. It's got one killing at that. And a few of the kills were really graphic. It's actually kind of a boring movie because it's from the point of view of the killer most of the movie, and you follow him through the woods for long stretches. But when the kills hit, they hit hard. Of a Violent Nature. Okay. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Greg. Yeah, smash the like. Even though I'm half calling the game and talking movies, look, I have a lot of hobbies. These blowouts, get to know TSR. Like comic books. I love movies, especially horror movies, Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, Sylvester Stallone movies, Magic the Gathering. I'm a nerd. Whatever. I don't care. 74-49. That's a turnover by Castle. Scotty Barnes, three from the corner. Bounces and then bounces in. All right, AJ, I'll show you the game.
Sucker!
Stefan Castle scored while I was showing the game. And now Castle playing some defense, knocks it out of bounds, and it's going to be off a Raptor. That's a turnover for Toronto. There you go, Illuminatics. Yes. Presence, the best ghost film I've ever seen. The end gave you goosebumps. I have not seen Pulse, Brian. I tell you what, guys, seriously. If well, Stuck in the 80s, there's about 60 more episodes that need to go up. When those all go up, I might shoot a new episode here and there. And these movies you guys are mentioning, maybe I could do a new review for it, maybe a live watch along. Barnes in the paint, kicks it out to Paul, over to Castle, over to Devin. Devin's not going to take off in the paint. I thought Devin was going to shoot the three, and probably didn't. I went to a comic book store today, Cowboy X Factor. I shot some footage. I might do a short video for the other channel this week. I'm having fun with that channel. I'm having a lot of fun. Almost more fun than this one. But not equal. I would say actually equal. Equal amount of fun with both channels. The other channel is about 526 subscribers. Would love to get it to 1,000 in the next few months, but I'm really having fun over on the other channel. There's a terrible three by Barnes, but the Raptors get the ball back. And now Shedwood, a corner three, no good. Barrett with the offensive board. And an offensive foul on the Raptors. Spaceballs. So what I was thinking of doing is for the watch-alongs on the second channel. Well, I'm not going to show the video of Cowboy X Factor. I can't do that. If you guys wanted to do a watch-along on the second channel, especially during the off season, I would put a clock up like this, and then when I start the movie, start the clock so that way you know exactly where we are in the movie. Maybe Miss TSR would want to do that too. Maybe. Then she be Mrs. I Make Crap. But Sal in the paint, runner, good. Did the Sal have like 20 points? And then we would tell you what platform we're watching it as well, so you could watch along with us. I don't know, it might be something different for the other channel. Now we have a foul on the Spurs. 78-52 Spurs are in the bonus, 6:25 to go, 78-52. So Mike, I don't know if you heard my phone ring, but my phone ringer is the bees, not the bees, Nicolas Cage. So, I mean, it's Nicolas Cage. What can you say? Barnes at the line, first free throw is good. Talking all the sports and pop culture, it's just so satisfying. I love TSR's channel and its community. Hey, T-Gun. I have a lot of interests. Calvin will bring it up for San Antonio. I mean, I really want to focus on the other channel during the off season. I will, of course, be doing documentaries for this and any news videos that can pop up, but the live streams on this channel will pretty much dry up until the start of the next season. Will I cover Summer League this year? Depends on who we draft. Keldon for three. Nope. Fight for the board. Biombo with the tip. Just the tip. That's 2 points for Biombo. Hey, William. Alexis, peace to you. Vassell's going to cause a turnover, drives down, and throws it down. Timeout Raptors. We need one of these.
Thunder, 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 dunk of justice.
Couch attendance all good. Happy Gilmore 2 Dazzle. That's another one of those examples with Hollywood. I'm not a big fan of sequels, not only years, but decades later. I'm not really into Adam Sandler anymore. I loved him in the 90s when he was on SNL and his CDs. I thought his CDs were hilarious. They're all going to laugh at you, and I have all of them. I think there's like 5. And then I liked his movies in the 2000s. 50 First Dates is probably my favorite. Adam Sandler, make fun of me now. I like the bromance, or not the bromance, the romantic comedy, whatever you call those. 50 First Dates. I do like Happy Gilmore. Just go with it. I even liked Click. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. I liked a lot of his movies, and then I just lost interest, and a lot of the world did too. Yep, there, Damon. So what are we talking about? Just a tip. I have seen Green Inferno. I've seen a lot of Eli Roth's movies. I just watched Death Wish last week. I didn't know he did that with Bruce Willis. It was all right. The head squishing scene was awesome. Guy's head gets squished by a car falling off a jack. It's great. Vassell always balls out against G Leaguers. So you're saying Vassell balls out when Toronto has no dick. His great dick is out. Just putting that out there. Gladiator 2 unnecessary, 100% agree. The movie was perfect the way it was. They removed Looney Tunes off HBO? Okay. Ray, good evening to you. Imagine you are a Raptors fan and your starting five is quickly Barnes, Barrett, Ingram, and Pirtle. Yeah, but they're not playing. So a lot of those guys are. Quickly's out, Ingram's out, Pirtle's out. That could be a really good, probably will be a really good starting lineup next year. Four Paws, I've never heard of that. But we're on a timeout, so hey, if you guys want to talk movies, I'm all in. And I'm going to plug the second channel again. There's a lot of movie content on that channel. All the 80s film reviews from Stuck in the 80s. The movie stuff I'm putting up under the I Like Crap playlist. Just put the 10 worst movies I own of all time on there. And maybe some live movie watch alongs. There's a couple 80s movies I haven't seen that I want to do. Somebody recommended a while ago. Hard time. Hard something from the 80s with two blonde girls, two big uh, boob blonde girls. That's all I remember about the movie. Castle the Free Throw Merchant. Hey, I'm fine with that. I'm old as I'm 47. I have no shame in saying I'm 47. I don't think I look 47, but I am 47. My new vehicle, my Chevy Trax, has a I use my USB flash drive to listen to music. And alley-oop to Sewing on the turnover by the Raptors, and he'll throw it down, and this is turning into a disaster. It already is a disaster for the Raptors. Hope the Heat finally win a game. I do like Castle's No Fear. I love Castle's No Fear. 17 turnovers for the Raptors. Here's a three by Jacoby Walter. Well, we're up 27, but we were just up 30 briefly. Leonardo, holla to you. Devasell with the ball for San Antonio. Out 3-point line over to Keldon Johnson. Keldon fakes the three, takes off into the paint. The runner is no good. Foul going on the line for two. Borgathon. So I actually discovered that my most vehicles that are new have a USB drive, USB port, and I thought it doesn't come with a CD player. I don't want to put all my music on my phone. And I was like, wait a minute. What if I had a USB drive? So what I did was I got creative. Instead of having to plug the USB drive constantly in and out of the car, I bought a 1-foot USB cable. So now I just plug the USB drive into the cable. It's awesome. It's great. I don't look over a day over 50. Thanks, man. Yeah, using a flash drive, thinking outside the box. We got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of songs, and it's cool. It sorts it by band or by folders that I put it in, or by music. I mean, there's 800 different ways I can sort it and shuffle it. So I actually enjoy it like that. I used to have Sirius on there, but I like my game. I'm so tired of horror remakes. They're looking to so they're looking to remake Texas Chainsaw Massacre again. Amazon Music. They're always trying to offer me free Amazon Music, which wouldn't be the worst thing to try someday. I don't have a New Kids on the Block playlist though, for Pods. I don't own any of their songs. The closest thing I own to a New Kids song is The White Stuff by Weird Al Yankovic. Instead of The Right Stuff, he's singing about the middle of an Oreo. Two free throws coming up for Jameson's battle. Hits the first one. Both teams in the bonus now. Yeah, RIP George Foreman. I do still own like 5 records, Elias. I actually whipped them out during a stream last year. Like, you own records? I went and grabbed them during a in between break and showed my record collection, all 5. I mean, technically, I own probably 30, 25 of them I took from my mom when she passed away, so I don't count that as my records. They were hers. They're mine, but they're not mine, if you know what I mean. Champagne for three from the corner. Gets fouled. Going to go to the line for three. I love my CDs. Heck yeah. Some of those CDs are worth money now, and some of the CDs I got rid of are worth a lot of money too. I mentioned I listen to death metal. One thing death metal albums don't definitely don't have is a large print run. And a lot of the stuff from the 90s is really hard to find. So for people that are completionists that want every band's album, they're kind of hard to find. And I had sold some back in the day, and I wish I didn't because I just had one of those years where I was kind of getting there's a year. I think I have some cassettes, but I don't know where they are, nor do I have the ability to play them right now. And I do have some VHS tapes too. Also, do not have the ability to play them. They're actually going to take a look at this, so we're in a replay. She wanted and got the first four Metallica albums on vinyl. You're talking like first four as in like Kill 'Em All to Injustice for All? That's awesome. Mikey's going to sing something different. Mikey, what do you want to sing today? Mikey's thinking during the challenge. Hmm, what should I sing? Pizza power makes a turtle bell start ringing. Pizza power, bum 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 bum. Pizza power makes Frankie really happy. Pizza power, boom 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 boom. All right, so I was actually just singing something right there. I will, Bart. That's what's going on. Your wedding's on VHS? Oh wow, Greg. Does anybody have Coming Out of Their Shells by the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that you had to buy at Pizza Hut? I still have that. I put it all on CD. Anybody remember that? And then they had like a live tour as well, a live tour that I actually ordered for 15 bucks. Is anyone popping off on the Spurs? Well, I mean, we're up by 27. We're doing the popping. Oh, they call a flagrant on this? Champagne's at the line by himself. It encroaches on his landing space. You never heard of Coming Out of Their Shells? Oh, it's something special. It's the Ninja Turtles playing and singing, but it's obviously real musicians playing. Metallica is great. Medica, you're not a fan? I get that. They're not for everybody. They are arguably the greatest metal band of all time, or at least the best-selling metal band of all time. So two free throws and possession for the Spurs. Slaying out to Keldon. Keldon into the paint, spins around, throws it up, blocked. I think that was blocked. It was no good either way. Spurs up by 30. A wide open three in the corner by Battles, no good. Offensive rebound for the Raptors. And a layup by Scotty Barnes makes it a 28-point game. Oh, downloading songs. You mean like LimeWire and Napster? How was it? Cannabis, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. I didn't do a lot of that. I downloaded a little bit of songs off LimeWire, and ironically enough, I downloaded some of Rage Against the Machine's first album, and I liked it so much, I ended up just buying it. Champagne for three, no good. Toronto rebound, 89-61, 3.5 minutes to go. And a block by Kelvin. Raptors still have the ball. And Moga flies in the paint, throws it up and in, 89-63. I wish I knew where that Coming Out of Their Shells cassette was. I would totally go grab that, but I don't know which box it's in at this moment in time. Oh, huge collision. Offensive foul on the Spurs, or just a blocking foul? No, foul on Vassell. Yeah, my car, I have stuff I should transfer. I'm never going to get around to it. You know, Renee, I I understand both sides. I understand why people are mad at Metallica for going against Napster and being against Napster. But for a second, imagine your job was now free for somebody else and you are no longer needed. It was taking money out of the artist's pockets. If we're being honest, it was. If every song was free for the rest of eternity, you never had to pay for music again, the artist would not make any money off of it. If you know what I mean, it's a double-edged sword. I get it. Um, which is probably why I still buy music of bands I really like, which there's not a lot of them. But they would, I mean, I know you say, well, they're making millions off of, yeah, a lot of artists are making millions off their concerts. There's also a lot of artists that aren't making anything, especially music I listen to. A lot of music I listen to, death metal, extreme metal, they're not millionaires. They need every sale. Oh, Devin South just took a ball to the face. That's a turnover. Blake Wesley to behind the back pass to Devin. Devin to Keldon layup good. That's one way to get a steal is use your head. Raging, you guys probably know I did a Rage Against the Machine cover on this channel. Wendy in the name of. Now the streamers are taking the money out of the streamers. Oh, do you mean like the reactors? The reactor like music reactions? Or is it like I don't think I'm taking the money out of. I mean, well, you can't see the game here, so I'm probably not. Yeah, I'm not taking the money out of anybody's pocket. Black Sabbath is yes. Morgathon, I am a musician. Never made any money off that. Well, that's not true. The Spurs music videos on here, there are monetized, so I've made dollars off my music. But musician here too. Never accomplished anything musically though, besides just enjoying it. Reactors don't get paid unless they have paid advertisers. 4 or 5, I think though, a lot of those guys they get around copyright by pausing a lot. I know there's movie reaction channels and they constantly cut back to themselves. So I think generally speaking, they have good ways of avoiding the copyright claim, or if they upload it and it gets copyright claimed, they re-upload it and re-upload it and re-upload it. I wouldn't want to do that. There's 8 billion reaction channels, and I know this could be considered a reaction channel based on what I'm doing, and I am reacting to the game, but I feel like I'm not just reacting, I'm calling it. I'm actually working. I'm doing a scoreboard. I've got the game clock. I'm calling what's happening. There's nothing here being shown that well, I guess Selena, but I mean, I'm not profiting off of somebody else's work. Well, I guess I could just, I am. I don't know. It's a gray area. You know what I'm trying to say without me saying it. That's another turnover by Toronto. 14 steals for the Spurs. Keldon behind the back pass to Jeremy. What's going on behind the back pass in the third quarter? Now Jeremy turns the ball over. Yo, yeah, they are definitely. I mean, the Raptors are tanking. Let's be honest. But I don't want to take away from our guys. There's a three from the wing, no good. Like Kobe Walter, Spurs ball. Renee, I do play everything. Anything you guys have heard on this channel, I do the vocals, guitars, bass, drums, and I'm very proud of that. That I've been able to figure out how to play all of them. Keldon in the paint misses the shot, but we got one scream from Keldon there. Nice yell, nice yell. Keep track of those Keldon screams. Walker misses a three again, and now a whistle over the back foul on the Raptors. That's on Battle. The Spurs are dominating. Video magazine. Harlem Spurs Strikers. Actually, I think the thumbs up is my music. Let me know. When I play a thumbs up, is this TSR? Two free throws for Blake Wesley. I think that little clip there was my music. I think. I don't know. I don't remember what's playing on there. Where's the music on? Did they lights out? I don't know. JT, yeah. Better pass it to Wemby is definitely what I was saying in that song. It was a lot of fun. I want to get back in the music studio again. I need to get music capturing devices. Landon Sports Talk. Landon, look at what my team is doing to the Rise Up North. 95 to 63. And Landon, we actually play you guys pretty soon against the Spurs and Warriors sometime in the next 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It's another missed three. That one's by RJ Barrett with a miss. Nice. Congratulations, Landon. Glaze and Bacon, what's up? I'm hungry. I can't wait to have dinner. I'm not eating. Jeremy Sowen open wide all day for three. Missed the three. Offensive rebound gets tipped out to Champagne over to Keldon. Keldon's going to take a corner three himself. No good. I just realized I haven't eaten dinner yet. It's almost, what, 8 o'clock? Yeah, I'm hungry. I'm hungry, not going to lie. That pull-up three is no good by Battle. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Toronto. I heard Curry got hurt with his hip or something. I own a drum set as well, but I also do the programming thing for pause. So not a lot of programming. I own an Alesis SR16, an old school drum machine from the 90s. So I play a lot of the stuff except for usually the double bass and blast beats for when I barely use those anymore. But everything else I play by fingers. So I with the runner, no good. Penny flies in with a putback dunk at the buzzer. Is that good? What a way to end the quarter. Champagny throws it down in the miss right before the buzzer. Showing you what's going on. I think it counted. Yeah, I think this is probably a comfortable lead as well, Biscuit Buddy. I'm thinking, wow, Julian, we could win by 40 or more. I don't think we're going to be like the UConn women and win by 69, but this is a hell of a lead for the Spurs. I've got my trivia question ready. Make sure I was ready for that. I did not forget tonight. Tokushiba, we are cooking. Chop sandwiches. Anybody report chop sandwiches? No? Oh, I finally heard from my buddy Ken. Let's see what he said about my haul today. He said you go somewhere today. I told him I was going to Zombie Hideout in Massachusetts. Let me text my buddy real quick. All right, I'm done. Can we dock a team for just putting on a jersey and not doing much else? I mean, these Raptors are like they are barely, yeah, they're not trying very hard. Welcome back, Asia. They're not. We did have a third quarter. We've had a good every quarter. Look, ESPN's not showing the third. ESPN's still showing halftime. Let me refresh this. Have I not been having the right players on the court? I'm sorry if that was the case. The ESPN thing froze up. Uh, my bad. I'm so sorry. The Spurs outscored them 35 to 23. We've outscored them every quarter. Our worst quarter was the second quarter where we outscored them only by 2, 26 to 24. The players on the court is updated and correct. I didn't realize that was not updating. My apologies. I gotta be better about that. That's also a blowout, so I mean, I don't want to do that, Biscuit Buddy. Come on now. I don't want to talk about losses. The Raptors are sucking hard today. Bad choice of words. Big Sean, he rolled his ankle a little bit in the third quarter. He might be done. I don't think we'll see Stefan Castle again in the game. But what I do want to see us get is can we get to 150 thumbs up? AJ, I'll get the stats at the end of the game. We're at 130 right now. We're closing in on 150. I guess I get to 150 if we can before the night's through. Steven Z, thanks for all you do, Rich. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I greatly appreciate that, Steven. That will go towards tonight's giveaway. Because barring the worst fourth quarter in the history of the Spurs franchise, we'll be doing a giveaway at the end of the game. You know what? I'd like to see Malachi get some minutes. Jack, go Spurs, go to you. I'm glad to see Blake Wesley getting some minutes. Mamu getting some minutes. Good, good, good. Scotty Barnes is still in the game. He drives in the paint, throws it down. Chris Paul is on the bench, yes. CP3 is probably done for the night. I can't see them bring him in with them up by 30. Champagne for three. Make that 35. We just hit 100. Asia, keep taking it one day at a time. No, I didn't need to know that. 36-point deficit. Wow. I didn't want to know that. There's the three for the Raptors. No good. That was by RJ Barrett. Loose ball and the Spurs pick it up. 165. Sohan drives up the court, gets it to Keldon. Keldon can take off, head down into the paint, spins around into Sohan. Out to Mamu, open for three. We're by 38. What's up, David Lee? Thank you for stopping in. Mamu Obaji no good. Spurs on the run again. Blake will get it up the court, gets it to Keldon. Keldon's open all day for three. In and out. Ah. And now Barrett on the breakdown the other way in transition. Timeout, Mitch Johnson. Good timeout. The Raptors have cut it to 36. Slow them down. What's up, Mateus? Thank you for stopping in. I have a lady coming over after the game, so I'll miss the trivia. So here's nice Medicare. You can't guess now. It's not going to count. If I see the answer right in the chat, I'm not going to acknowledge it. Hopefully, there's no controversy with tonight's trivia. If you guys were here the other night, that was interesting. Raptors Raptors are on a 2-0 run. I know. We gotta stop this run now. William, he's been coaching up a little better lately. Bargathon, I am hungry. I am very hungry. I'm not gonna lie. My eating schedule's all thrown off today because of running around today. A good run around. I went to a friend's house I haven't seen in a long time, which is really cool. He sold me a stack of magic cards about this big for only like $5. There were a couple really good cards, well, not really cards, a couple of good cards in there that were like $2 to $4, and then he got a bunch of commons and uncommons that you can't get anything for. He's got a ton of signets. He doesn't play signets anymore, like Azoria signet, crap like that. Magic people will get what I'm saying. I was like, I have a ton of budget decks that could upgrade their mana ramp, so yeah, I'll take them if you want them. We had some garbage time players. I expect Mamu close out the quarter. No disrespect to anybody I mentioned. Mamu, Blake Wesley should play the rest of the quarter. Gordon McLaughlin, get him in there. Shoot, I don't know if I don't. Are any of the Austin guys there? Is Harrison Ingram there? Is Malachi there? They should definitely play if they are. All good, Carol. All good. Spurs Digest did a video on our next coach, Pop Mac, been saying since the beginning of the year would be a good move to bring in Coach Bud. I don't know what Spurs Digest is. I'll take your word on that, lights out. I don't, there's a lot of Spurs. There are so many Spurs content creators since Wemby joined the team. I know a few of the tried and true, the old school ones, including myself, but I'm more of a for Spurs content. Besides doing the content for this channel, I like to read. Though it's not the worst thing. I do like reading comic books. Um, I tend to go to SpursTalk.com, Air Alamo, and Pounding the Rock. Those are my three kind of go-tos. Plus, I use them as sources as well for upcoming videos a lot. Itch Johnson. Heard about the commander deck controversy. Borgathon. So what happened there was three cards got banned. One card was two cards were like 60 to $75, and one card was like a $200 card. So people were really angry when they're now told they couldn't play the cards anymore. And I had one of the $200 cards. I still own it, but it's not a $200 card anymore, and it's put in the deck. Mama with the ball at the moment, or to Blake Wesley. 2 on the shot clock. And, well, it's turnover by Blake. So, never mind. And the ball's deflected down the other end. Raptors get the ball back. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Down by 36. Barnes pull up jumper. Good. Scotty Barnes been playing well. The rest of the team not doing a whole lot. I'm surprised Barnes is still playing. Borgathon, I talk fast too. So there is that. Gordon McLaughlin has checked in. Malachi Branham is in. That's a turnover for the Spurs, though. We got a Malachi Branham sighting. And now a layup in transition by Shed and one. Raptors are coming back. Keep an eye out. Yes, I do talk fast. Oh, you're a new commander player, Suburban Squatch. Okay, that's cool. I started playing in 2011, the first year of the actual commander decks by Wizards of the Coast. I don't think I built a deck before that. I remember a friend of mine talking about the format, and then I saw the first deck I bought was Cali of the Vast. I think it was called Heavily Inferno. I could be wrong. And I'm playing since, so 15 years. Malachi Branham with the ball for San Antonio drives in the paint. Runner, no good. Biombo with the tip to Mamu. Mamu put back, no good. Raptors ball. And we have a huge collision. Mamu and Barnes both go down. I don't know who the foul's going to be on. David, it's like, if we lose, I will never call a Spurs game again. Bon Swine, don't you dare. Here come the Spurs, or here come the Raptors 35-0 run. No. No, no, and no. We're up 31. I mean, this should be a lot. We're getting close to 150 thumbs up. Would like to get to 150 before the night's over. We're at 143, my friends. The Raptors are, well, they are making this game closer. That's another bucket, and it's now, get a whistle. Shed with a foul. Has there been a 35-0 run, 35-0 run in the history of the NBA? I'd hope not. I don't know what the biggest run is in the history of the NBA. That's not tonight's trivia, for the record. Mama with the ball, drives in the paint, layup, good. 105-74. No T-Mac or Reggie Miller, for that matter. Spurs on a 2-0 run. There you go. 11 on the shot clock for the Raptors. Drive and a layup. Wow. RJ Barrett, drive and layup. 105-76. Jordan McLaughlin will bring it up for the Spurs. He was part of that Darren Fox trade. Biombo drives in the paint. Layup, no good. Foul, going on line for two. What's up, Big September? Longest scoring run is, so somebody went on a 30-0 run? Wow. That's like, wow. I figured it might be something in the low 20s. I didn't realize somebody actually pushed it up to 30. Biombo at the line for 2 points, just standing there palming the ball for the moment, showing everybody he can do it. Okay, I can palm a ball too, buddy. Probably not as well as him, but I can. First free throw's good. Vegas had us at 36 wins for the year. Tony, I don't. We have a really tough schedule coming up. I don't. Mike said fire Mitch. It's less than 30. Well, it's back up to 31. So is Mitch keeping his job now? What in Cowabunga? Well, since you said the magic word, Cowabunga! T-U-R-T-L-E power, T-U-R-T-L-E power, T-U-R-T-L-E power, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I didn't see who shot that for Toronto. I'm sorry. It's a blowout in the fourth quarter. Malika random drives, gets out to Blake. Blake to Mamu. Mamu fakes the three, takes off. A very acrobatic layup, and Mamu maybe he's going to take over the fourth quarter. Morgathon, my own, and NBA. I'm being honest. We have a whistle. Blake knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay with Toronto. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Darren, he hasn't caught fire. He just had a beautiful bucket. I'm surprised there wasn't a charge or a block called on the contact on his bucket. There's a three, no good. Jordan McLaughlin with the rebound. He'll get it up the court quick for San Antonio. Pump the brakes, gives it to Blake Wesley. Open for three. Takes the three, misses a three. In and out burger. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. Toronto ball. Utah came back. Oh, biggest comeback. Gotcha. I have vinyls, but I don't have any way to play them. Yeah, Steven, I don't like the 76ers being there either. If they fall out of the top six, which that means just one, that means they have to stay put, and then one other team moves up, and then they do drop down one, and that would mean the Thunder get their pick, which would be a nightmare for the league. My goodness. Hey, Demigod, good evening to you. Aiken, what's going on? Yes, McLaughlin's playing. I know we're only 3 or 4 games out, and yes, Darren, this will be 3 wins in a row. The problem is we have a brutal schedule coming up over the next 7 games. look, anything's possible. But playing the Celtics twice, the Cavaliers twice, the Celtics once, and the Warriors once in those next 7 games, that's gonna be tough. Carlos Jeter, what's going on? Dropping the eyeballs. I'll give you some eyeballs. That was a wave. He wasn't smacking Selena, just for the record. I think this season is possible. It's just not likely. Who the heck knows? What, Carlos? I gotta tell you, my friend, I've been telling everybody I'm hungry. My eating schedule kind of messed up today by what I was doing, and traveling around New England a little bit. So I've not eaten dinner yet, and it is April 6th, and I usually eat right before this. What's going up, Max? 3 in a row coming up. So I might be more vindicating what's going on. I could swear the Spurs, I read somewhere, extended Blake Wesley and Malachi Branham already. Like they're on the books for next season. Basketball Reference shows that as a team option. Maybe I should have read a little further, but maybe they're both on the books next year. If they are, I'm happy to bring Blake back as a backup. He's been playing well as of late, fast, playing some, being a pest on defense. Needs to work on his shot a lot in the offseason, as do a lot of our guys. Branham, he's a horrible defender, one of the worst in the NBA. And if you don't want those players where if they're not doing it on one end of the court, then they're a liability on both ends, and that's where he's at. At least Blake, if he's not doing much offensively, can give us something defensively. When Malachi's not scoring, he's giving us nothing both ends. He's a negative actually with his defense. Playoff team next year, Big So. Top 8. Venom King, what's going on? Top 8. Nothing less than that. I think we're a top 8 team next year. 109.78, 6:25 to go in the game. Well, thanks, Carlos. I'm glad you smashed a bunch of food. I'm going to be smashing my pizza after this game. The Raptors should have no starters in at this point. I might not know some of their guys. Probably not. Anyway, 109.80. That's Jacoby Walter with the bucket. We got Mamu, Malachi, Blake, Jordan, and Bismack. Bismack with the ball at the moment gets into the paint. Turnaround little jump hook is good. He's hit that a few times. Not tonight, but in general. All good, Carlos. All good, man. The Golden Tavern, what's going on? My Dungeons and Dragons location. Thank you for stopping in. 111.80 in a 31-point game. Robinson with the jumper, no good. Orlando Robinson, not David Robinson. Okay. Thank you, Dragon. Appreciate it. I thought they did. All 3 of their 2022 draft picks. I thought I read they were all picked up. Blake's going to drive in the paint. Drops it off to Biombo. Biombo can't hold on to the pass. Nope. Everybody's scrambling for the ball now. Now it's on the ground. And the Spurs get the ball back. Brandon for 3 with the clock expiring. No good, but nice hustle by San Antonio. Mama with the offensive rebound. That was a lot of hustle by both teams. Even though it's a blowout, nice to see people fighting for the ball. And while Brandon gets fouled driving into the paint. Which team is next? I don't know our schedule coming up. Maybe I should look at it. You guys know I'll be live for every game. I know it turns into a tough schedule. A very tough schedule. Our next game is Tuesday against Detroit at 7 p.m. Then we play the Cavaliers Thursday at 7. And then the Celtics at 8 o'clock. The Celtics game Saturday night is our last nationally televised game. That is on NBA TV, and then we're done the rest of the year. It worked out good for the NBA because, well, we're minus Wemby. Brandon's at the line for 2. Carlos Jeter with the ghost. All right, I want to say it. Go, Spurs, go! Because the Giants stink. They do stink. It's tough being a Giants fan. Brother, go, Spurs, go to you. I don't think we played the Suns again this year. Here we go. Turnover Raptors. Man, Toronto's been turning the ball over a lot tonight. Yeah, you guys, because the Raptors stink, they do tonight. They have 22 turnovers. They're playing like the Utah Jazz. Malachi drives. Layup. Is this an and one? Malachi Branham coming to life in the fourth quarter. You don't think we'll pick up the option on Wemby? Gabriel, I see you just retracted that because I don't think you meant that. Atlanta one? Damn it. Grant, I appreciate that. Up alive in Toronto. Nice. Leomar, Go Spurs, go to you. Thank you for stopping in. Brandon missed a free throw, though. I don't know some of these Raptors guys anymore. I'm sorry. We're in garbage time. No, Chris Paul and injured friend. The Spurs have been up all game. The Spurs have been beating up Toronto, so they're giving the old guys a rest. Mama with a mile-long three, no good. Temple with the rebound. Oh, Castle tweaked his ankle a little bit. Seems like he's okay, though. Walter for three. Oof. Brick City, 4 minutes to go. Yeah, Glaze and Baking, that's good. That pick is losing its value. Malachi is playing Joe. It's blowout. I missed the shot by it. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of chat with you guys because the game is obviously over. But still the thumbs up. It does help the channel. There's a three for Toronto. Yeah, cut the lead to 30. Orlando Robins for 30. Yeah, the whole second half has been garbage time. It really has been the whole second half. Wesley out to Biombo. Biombo gets it to Mamu. Mamu's going to take off into the paint. No good. Foul going to the line for two. Yeah, I didn't think he'd be available tonight because he's with Austin, but he's playing. Free agents this season, Miles Turner's name came up, Naz Reid, the Dancing Bear, whose name is escaping me right now, but I remembered his nickname. Shoot, the French guy, big dude too. Plays for the Senate. Yabusele, Gershon Yabusele. I remembered it before anybody put in the chat. Thank you, Xfin. It just hit me. I pulled it finally. In fact, I remembered his nickname before his real name is mind-boggling, but okay, one of those days. Venom, I'm very curious. We traded the eighth pick last year. I like Rasheer Fleming. If we pick 16th or 17th, he seems like a good pick at that spot in the draft. We have a timeout. Raptors trying to think of one last thing they can do to make, caught up. Bulls can stay on fire, Addy. I want the Bulls to stay on fire. Turner, Zubac, or Reed. Yeah, we'll see. It'll be very, very interesting how the next few months play out. I mean, we're a playoff team next year. A lot of the teams in the West are getting older. I don't know how much longer LeBron James is going to be around for the Lakers. Him and Luca are playing well at times. They didn't play well last night, um, but at times they're playing very well. But at some point, Father Time's undefeated. It's going to catch up to him, and that'll be it. So I mean, the Warriors are getting older. Steph Curry's getting closer to 40. So I think we're going to see the Suns are going to probably blow it up. I think we'll be a top 8 team next year. I'd be shocked if we're not. At the very minimum, we're making the plan, but I think we're going to be ahead of that. The Mavericks are a mess. Who the heck knows what's going to happen with them in the offseason? Spurs best offense. Yeah. Well, I did see that. Our offense is absolutely on fire, which is crazy that we don't have Wemby and De'Aaron Fox, and the offense is absolutely cooking. Now, the defense has been another story, but lately it's been better. We're going to hold the Raptors to under 100. Probably. I mean, just lately, the defense is much better, or we're playing worse teams, whatever it is. Yes, our offense has been on fire. Mike, I agree. Thunder and Spurs, yes. Thunder are going to be a huge problem for us because they have Nikola Topic coming back, or have him coming to the team this following season. If he was off all last season, he was a lottery pick, and there's a chance the Thunder could get another lottery pick in this draft. Pick higher than us, mind you. Mamu for three. And if you're wondering, whoa, TSR, how can the Thunder get a lottery pick higher than us? They're the best team in the Western Conference. If you don't know, the Philadelphia 76ers first round pick goes to the Thunder if it falls out of the top 6. It's a top 6 protected pick. If it's number 7, number 8, something like that, that goes to Oklahoma City. So the best team in the Western Conference would get a top 10 pick, which is what we want to see our guys do, right? All these trades for picks in the future, that's what we're hoping happens with the Spurs. Best team in the Western Conference and still get a lottery pick. The Thunder have really perfected that with what they've done the last few years. I hate to say it, but let's be honest, they've done a great job. Rockets are a problem. Yep. Is Wemby's brother Oscar Wembanyama? You don't know his name. I don't. What about all Wemby's brothers? Oscar, Thanasis, uh, Jabroni? Sure. I don't know. Don't know all their names. I really don't. Jacoby Walters at the line for one more. This is a blowout. The Spurs are going to go on a 3-game winning streak and win their 31st game of the year. That's their most wins in what, a couple years? We had what, 22, 22, and what was before that, like 33? Can we match the win total or exceed it from a couple seasons ago? I'm gonna have to actually look that up. Mama with the ball, gonna start to drive, gets in the paint, and it's a turnover for the Spurs. Mama then swats the ball out of bounds, but it's a turnover for San Antonio. Hector Banana Bread, yes, let's get Hector over here too. Roll Hector Banana Bread. Would you get a Banana Bread jersey? It is Toronto ball. Robinson turnaround jumper is a huge brick. Spurs ball. And this is going to be the closing lineup. It looks like Biombo, Mamu, McLaughlin, Wesley, and Brandon. Mamu with a corner three. Oof, nope. Well, they're trying to get Mamu that 30 points again. It ain't going to happen. A block by Biombo. Spurs ball. Wesley in the paint. Kicks it out to Mamu open for three. No good. Mamu's got the green light to shoot at will, apparently. Fire at will. Fire when ready. Does Wemby know about Hector Banana Bread? I don't know if he knows Kokushibo. I honestly don't. Yes, we want the Bulls to win. We want the Bulls to finish lower than us. So yes, you want Chicago to keep winning. Mama thinks about a three, pulls it down, drives in the paint, goes for a huge dunk. Gonna get fouled. Pistons are next. We could win that game. Did we beat them earlier this year? I don't know. Oh, here are no Cape. What's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Go Spurs, go to you. Spurs are on the bonus, and the first free throw bounces around, and bounces out. Or yeah, but if there's any Raptors fans in the chat, thank you for stopping in. This is obviously not the game you wanted to see, or it is the game you wanted to see if you're on Team Tank for the Raptors. Mama with 13 points on the night, 5 boards. Battle for 3, air ball. Oh boy. That was an air ball, my friends. Was not a good shot. Spurs will probably take one more shot at scoring. Toronto is horrible. Yap yap. They are maybe one more shot. And then next time they get the ball, they'll just dribble it out, I would think. Jordan McLaughlin's fouled. He's going to go to line for 2. Well, are we only 3 games out? Chai I've been talking about that a lot tonight. The next 7 games are hard. The Cavaliers twice, the Warriors, and the defending NBA champions. I can't see us doing any better than 3 and 4 in the next 7 games. I really can't. If they do better, oh my God, what an incredible coaching job by Mitch and effort by the team. But we're going against some stat teams. Wins like this feel like a loss, huh, Bobby? Courtney, I agree. I don't know where this was. The guys are. Justin, I saw Cooper Flag's first half performance. Yeah, I'm all in. Definitely. Turnaround jumper is short. Mom will get the rebound. Shot clock is off. The Spurs will dribble it out. Do not take another shot. Yeah. No, I want to be greedy. I want Cooper Flag. 6'10" forward that can play defense and shoot the three, finish at the rim. Yeah, that's perfect. That works for me, right? Win number 31. And I wanted to check our wins the last few seasons. I'm going to check that real quick before we do the trivia. Isabel with the super sticker. Thank you for stopping in. Drops the $3. Bam! Thank you very much. It's more than $3. That's $3 euro, which is like 3.15 over here. 3.18. I don't know the conversion rate. Is it $1.06 to the dollar? Um, yeah, this, you know what? You're right. This is the record we should have last season. But I want to check our last few years. This is our 31st win. Trending in the team's trending in the right direction. I know some people are disappointed that this is going to hurt our draft positioning, but I like to see the team build some momentum going into the off season. Something to, yeah. Anyway, looking at the Spurs, we have 31 wins this season, 22 last year, 22 the year before, so back-to-back 22 and 60 seasons. The year before we went 34 and 48. 3 wins away from matching. That was the last DeJounte Murray year, wasn't it? I think that was last year with DeJounte. It's got to be the last year with DeJounte. Yeah, because that's the year before we traded him. So 34 and 38. The year before that, we went 33 and 39. That was just the abbreviated season due to the NBIM mix. That was about 46% winning percentage. So I'm not gonna win total there is a little skewered, but this would be winning percentage wise. We're at 4.435. We're not gonna this will be our best season since 2020-21. It's a step in the right direction if they win a few more games. So we're seeing the guys come together. Demisel is turning his season around a little bit, which is nice. Earn. I mean, we're not going to make the playoffs, so but earn some of that contract. Kelvin's turned the season around. I like it. So if you could keep smashing the thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. Let me pull up the trivia question. I mean, I know the trivia question, I know the answer, but I need to pull up the chat. Excuse me, so I can make sure I see the answers. All right, everybody ready? 5 prizes are the same as they've always been. A baby Yodi, which has been very popular. Oh, I'm getting all choppy. There we go. A baby Yodi, a baby Wemby, so a little Victor Wembanyama, the same size. The Spurs team set. It's a hoops team set. Someone actually commented like, "You're cheap, do tops." I'm like, "That's what's on Amazon." What the? No, I'm giving stuff out. What are you complaining? Um, the hoops team set for 2024-25. So Castle's rookies in their second year Wemby. Those aren't the right answers, by the way. It doesn't count if I'm just asking the question now. I thought I was gonna say. Oh, Funko Pop for George Gervin, and then Tim Duncan, or no, not Tim Duncan, Victor Wembanyama. All right. The question: Are you ready? Oh, ooh, me. Uh, don't guess now. I haven't asked the question yet. I'll start timing people out if you're guessing now. I'm gonna time you out for 5 minutes. You won't be eligible. So I'm putting it out there. Stop guessing now. It's not fair because you might accidentally guess the answer and then it's gonna be weird. So please don't guess now. All right, everybody ready? Are you ready? All right. Who did the San Antonio Spurs defeat to win their first NBA championship? Definitely did not beat Vernon Maxwell because that's a person. Who do we beat? It's a team. Bobby February. Bobby February's first on the screen. Jesus de la Cruz put the Pistons. That is incorrect. We did beat the Pistons, not in that one. David was very close with the Knicks. William was very close with the Knicks. And you all got the Knicks after that. Bobby, is this your second time winning? Actually, it is your second time winning. Bobby February, you won. Again. Out in California. Expert Miss TSR. Tax, your baby Yodi showed up, right? You want a baby Yodi? Yes, you did. I think you showed up today. Dribbler, you were definitely not first. You were 1, 2, 3. So for the record, your screen might look different than mine. The live chat for me has Arnold with Vernon. No. Jesus with the Pistons. Bobby with the Knicks. Symbols with Symbols. Oh, you were very close too. My screen is showing Bobby February 1st. Gribbler, I don't even see your way down on my list. So Bobby again. I checked Andy. It's Bobby February on my screen. If you guys want, I'll put a screenshot in the community post, but I shouldn't have to do that. I have nothing to gain off of this at all. I'm giving away things for free without requiring memberships or Patreon. Most people are requiring you to pay money. I'm doing this to try to give back to the community. I have no reason to fake who won. Pistons was a third. That's correct, Justin. So Bobby, you have my email, I think. So let me know what you want. I think you picked the team card set last time. I assume you don't want another one of those. So you did get the baby one me Friday. Nice, Hugo. You get that to your son, right? Bobby wanting your screen. So this is what makes it tough because Steven C just backed me up. Thank you very much. Is your live chat may look different than mine. I can only go by what I see on my screen, but I have no reason to rig this because I'm not benefiting from it. Well, I guess I could benefit. I'm not giving out things for real, but I am giving out things for real because I'll be transparent. I'm claiming all these on my taxes. I'm putting these as business expenses. Paisan is rich green. I don't know what that means, Carlos. Um, but hey, you know what? Congratulations, Bobby. Three giveaways in a row. That's never happened on this channel because we weren't doing giveaway. We were doing giveaways when they were winning November, but we weren't doing a giveaway every time the Spurs won. Now, I'll be upfront with you guys. This is going to depend on the channel's growth. If this channel grows a lot between now and the start of next season, then I might do a giveaway with every Spurs win. But the income's got to go up. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm being transparent with you guys. And I'm not looking for super chats or sponsorships or I'm just mean if the Google ad revenue starts going up to match the expense of a giveaway with every win, then I would like to do a win with every giveaway. UConn won, yup, yup. The UConn women's team won. Oh, I got you, Carlos. Okay. So congratulations, Bobby. Um, hit me up on the email. You know, Rendell, that's gonna be a big part of it. Yes, this channel we actually had our best most momentum we ever had with the live streams. And the videos on this channel are going to do well. Some will do better than others, but this channel has always been a live streaming channel with Spurs content because there's not many people calling the Spurs live. So you guys tell me I'm still the only one. I'm shocked if that's the case, but it is what it is. But we were getting definitely a lot of streams with over 1,000 viewers, over 10,000 views a stream. I think we had like four in a row, which hadn't happened on this channel since it started in 19. So I think when the Spurs, Wemby with Fox, with our first round pick, the lottery pick, it's going to be a lot of fun next year. Python, yeah, definitely hit 30 next season. I've seen other channels when their teams get popular. Bad Dog Sports channel grew unbelievably due to the Lakers content he does over there. Sports Fury got huge because of the Warriors. And granted, they stream other things, but if you took away the Warriors and the Spurs, or not Warriors and Lakers from the respective channels, that would obviously be a massive decline or massive hit to the subscriber count, if you will. I'm hoping the Spurs can get close to that popular, maybe someday as the Warriors and the Lakers. Probably not. That's a real tough set. The Lakers are the most popular franchise on the planet, so maybe not that, but you know, get close there a little bit anyway. Um, what a win! What a win! And then of course I got to do my part. Got to keep working hard in the off season, do the documentaries, make good documentaries. Hope people engage and enjoy them. The Saquon Barkley one hasn't been watched much yet, but I thought I did a really good job on it. I thought I did kind of cool thumbnail, cool title. So those videos are nice because they're what they call evergreen videos, whereas they could grow after a couple weeks, after a couple months. Just leave them there and see what happens. This game was as boring as. I have to remind me, I gotta go over the endgame stats, and then I'm gonna grab something to eat after I'm done doing endgame stats because I'm really hungry. Like, why am I so hungry talking about stuff? We're close to 200 thumbs up. I don't know if we have enough people to get to 200, but you know what? 179 works too. It's all good. Let's get to the endgame stats, though. The Spurs win. The Raptors, I expect us to win. I had a trivia question ready to go for this one. I didn't in the previous game because I was like, you know what? Toronto's tanking. They're resting a lot of players. We're probably going to win this game. And sure enough, we did. All right. Spurs outscored the Raptors. No, actually, the Raptors tied it in the fourth quarter, 26-26. The Spurs win by 34 points, hold their opponent to under 89. You could say the defense is playing better. I think it is, but the level of opponent is not that great. So let's see how we do in these next 7 games. For the Raptors, nice game by Scotty Barnes. 22 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and 6 turnovers. Well then, he had a 666 in his stat line. 22, 6 and 6 plus 6 turnovers. Okie dokie. Colin Castleton with 4. Whoops, I moved RJ Barrett with 18 and 7 rebounds. Oche Agbaji, still butchering his name, 2 points. Oof, 1 of 8 from the field for him. Rough shooting night. Jamal Shed with 17 points, a little rough for 3 on him. 2 of 8 from three-point land. Off the bench, Jamison battled to make a shot. He was 1 of 8 from the field, including 1 of 6 from 3. He finished with 5. Jonathan Mogbo with 6 points, did have 10 rebounds and 4 assists. 3 from the field. Garrett Temple came in at the end. He had a donut. Orlando Robinson with 5 points. And Jacoby Walter, rough shooting night, 3 of 12. He had 10 points. On the night, the Raptors shot 38, 26, and 69. They turned the ball over 21 times. Spurs turned over 14. We were a little loose with the ball, too. We shot 48, 33, 84. And for our guys, and actually, guys in the starting lineup did not play much. Only Devin hit 30 minutes. Everybody else was 23 or less. Harrison Barnes finished with 10 points. Bismack Biyombo with 8 points and 9 rebounds. CP3 didn't have to do much tonight. 1 of 4 from the field, 2 points, 6 assists, only 22 minutes. Devin Vassell finished with 25 points on a very efficient 11 of 14 shooting. Stefan Castle being up his ankle a little bit, did get to the line 10 times. He was 8 of 10 from the line, 3 of 8 from the field, finished with 15 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Did have 4 turnovers, so he was very loose with the ball in the first half. That was a big issue. Mamu with 13 points and 6 rebounds. A lot of that was in garbage time. Julian Champagny with a huge night. 6 of 9 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3, also 4 of 5 from the line. 20 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, 3 steals, 1 block. Nice game from him. Jeremy Sohan with 9 points. Keldon Johnson with 7. Oof, Keldon had a rough night. 2 of 10 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3. He really didn't get it going out there. Ron McLaughlin with 2. Malachi Branham in garbage time, 1 of 4 from the field and 4 points. And Blake Wagner had a nice little game, played 26 minutes. He had 8 points on 3 of 5 shooting, missed both of his threes. 4 assists, 3 steals, 2 turnovers. Spurs win 123-89. Their 31st win of the season. I want to go to NBA.com real quick and check this. Actually, is Tankathon update this quick? I don't think they do. It would be hard for us to think they do. They do. All right. Real quick, guys, I'm actually going to go up over the updated lottery standings because they are updated at this moment in time. With this win, the Spurs drop down to the 10th overall seed. Right up in front of us, and teams that are catchable if they play well enough. Miami is 30-41. The Chicago Bulls are 31-40. The Spurs are 31-39. Right behind us is Portland at 32-40. The Mavericks, I can't believe they actually won a game, are 34-37. The Suns are 34-37 as well. So it's a very tight race in the lottery, an extremely tight race. The Atlanta Hawks right now they're still sitting at 16. That's probably where they're gonna stay. They're 35-36. The next Eastern Conference team is the Detroit Pistons, who are 40-32. They're 5 wins ahead of Atlanta, and Detroit only has 10 games left. So I mean, Atlanta's probably gonna finish 16th. I don't think they're gonna fall into the lottery. It's not looking like it. They're not gonna fall into the lottery. Bummer. It is what it is. Maybe 2027 they'll suck. We're 3 wins ahead of Dallas and Phoenix. Portland's going to be tough. We're only 1 win ahead of them. We could drop to 11th. Heck, if Dallas keeps losing, can we make the play-in? Hold up. Hold up. I ain't done yet. I know I want to eat, but is the play-in within reach? You guys said it was. I actually want to take a look real quick. Take a look in a book. All right. I don't think we're going to catch the top 9. We're not catching the top 8 teams. Minnesota Timberwolves are the 8th seed. They have 41 wins. That's not happening. We're not going 10-2 the rest of the way. I'm sorry. Optimistic, but realistic. However, the Kings are 35-35 in the 9th spot. Probably not catching them. The 10th seed is a tie The Suns and Mavericks are both 34 and 37. We're 3 wins behind them, 2 losses out, 2.5 games out. They actually could make the play-in if they play extremely well and the Suns and Mavericks totally fall apart. The Mavericks I expect to be crap the rest of the season due to the injuries. I mean, they only have 8 guys they can put out there. They're not going to win many more games, but can the Suns lose enough? Probably not. We're only 3 wins behind them, but that's a lot of ground. The Suns have 11 games left. So let's say they go 4 and let's say they go 3 and 8. That's 37 wins. That means we got to win at least 6 more. We got to go 6 and 6 of our last 12 games. With this tough schedule, now looking into it, I don't think we can make the play-in. But it's a much better season than the last 2 seasons, Spurs fans, and it's something to build on. It's a little winning streak, something to build on. Yeah, exactly. Highly unlikely. Opinion Sports Show, what's going on? Highly unlikely just because of the amount of games now. There's just not enough left to get ahead of the team in front of us. It's I don't know who that is, Arno. I have no idea what that is. We have it's still a good time to be a Spurs fan. A lot of tough situations this year with the Pop medical issue, with the Wemby medical issue. Fox was injured coming into the season, but this is an improvement on last year. Exactly, 33 to 35 wins is an improvement with missing players and a head coach. Next season, I like that. Aim for 50. So that's all I got, guys. Please just hit the thumbs out on the way out. It still does help the channel. And on behalf of myself and the whole couch contingent, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Spurs go.